All right. So yeah, we were just talking right before we jumped on about these reproduction early war World War II St. Clair
Low pressure
low pressure
liners.
liners with the rayon lining. This has the rectangular washers,
Yep,
which is
the
pretty cool.
rectangular washers.
So yeah, then they went to the A washers, but these were only made for a little bit because like the Holly liners, they would deteriorate rapidly in like humid environments, especially in the South Pacific. But you still see them used throughout the entire Second World War because they didn't throw the shit away. They just kept issuing it.
Well, yeah, they did really well in Europe and North
Yeah,
Africa. They held up just fine because it's not wet there.
right. And the rayon, I love rayon. It's so good, but like they ended up just going with the cotton HBT in the end. We will be watching an auction in a little bit. Like we can go back and backtrack the prices that were paid. There's plenty of lots on this auction, so it'll be a decently long stream if we want to make it that way. So anything's possible today. But anyway, so what Josh Murray, J Murray 1944 Inc. does is he takes like Vietnam and post-Vietnam era liners, fiberglass liners that are like in really shitty shape and like ratty, and he'll cut them because like the original St. Clairs were cut like in this weird way like this, made out of almost identically the same material, like as far as like the feel and everything and the weight and everything. So not only is he taking liners that would otherwise just be garbage and just shit cans,
Less desirable that nobody wants because they're post-Vietnam liners.
right? And then he's lacquering them and putting like the exact finish, and like obviously the outside paint is beautiful as always.
He does fantastic work. You're gonna pay for it.
He's the best
you
in
get
the
your
world.
money's worth.
He's the best in the world for the M1.
I'm surprised he hasn't started just making Holly liners yet either.
Well, dude, those are really, really time consuming.
Like
I'm
surprised he hasn't started just like making them though, like making them.
I know, but like here, I because he's so fucking busy, man. Like he's busy.
I know he's so fucking busy, but
he's booked out. Like his actual like custom work. He's like he's always booked out like 6 to 8 weeks.
I had to wait like 2.5 months for mine that he did.
Yeah.
So,
and it's like shit. So that's why I'm sure he's not making Hollies because you know Sam Niles from the film. So he occasionally, when he gets the correct materials and everything, makes them, and he says it's very labor intensive. So, you know, that's why he's not doing it. Even though if you could contract with somebody that would do that full,
because or even if he just did some batches and just
do batches of like 20 or 30 of them.
Yep. Sell them out, and then when he does get kind of a slower portion of business, make another order. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, here's the thing: I'd be willing to pay up to $250 for a reproduction Holly.
Fuck yeah, I'd spend a shit ton of money for a reproduction Holly liner.
I spent $150 on this because here's the thing: is I know it's just a post or a Vietnam or post liner, but he had to cut that. He had to throw all these rivets in here because the rivet placement was not the same on those. He had to throw in that rank thing or the whatever the fuck that's called on the front. The paint, the chin strap, which also the early war chin strap costs a decent amount of money.
The
plus
direct
he lined
riveted
the whole thing with rayon. And so it's like, because I know I'm getting the best, I'm willing to pay that much for it. And you know, Jay Murray is like, again,
he's a god when it comes to M1 helmets. Like,
and he's been doing it for 20 plus years at this point.
He's the guy.
Right? Yeah, he is the guy. I would not have anyone else restore M1s. I don't care how good you are. It's no
he's
offense.
Super fucking friendly. He gets to you right away.
Well, he's straightforward too. He's a straight shooter, and he's funny. He's kind of funny as shit too.
He is a fucking funny guy. He's great. So,
but
if he wasn't so busy, you should say try to get him on a stream sometime just to talk about M1 helmets. But he's fucking literally working like 14 hours a day.
I know, but like that actually is not. I just haven't mentioned it to him. But like
you should, because if he could give us all a lesson plan on like the evolution and history of the M1 helmet, that'd be fan-fucking-tastic.
Well, he's written a lot of articles, but
he has. Get it all on video because he's got all the examples.
I know, and that's the thing is like that's a good idea. We'll do that in the future. We'll get in touch with Josh and see if he'd be interested in coming on for 1 or 2 streams. Because I mean,
he's the guy. It'd be getting all that wealth of knowledge in one video,
or a couple.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, so
the go-to resource then from here on out, and it'd be great for his business too. So,
well, I mean, it's not like I don't know if he needs. He might have to.
He doesn't really need the business, but it would.
He might have to like hire somebody soon. That's like, I'm not saying myself because I don't have near the amount of expertise or time because I have my own business, but like He might have to hire somebody. Or I think his kids are actually.
I was gonna
Like, they're
say he's
still,
got 2 or 3 people working
but
for
they're
him. I
still
thought,
pretty
yeah,
young. But like they're doing
yeah.
the basic stuff. But like,
He
I
does a
mean,
lot of it himself. Yeah.
well, that's the thing is like if you're a wardrobe designer, costume designer for any film for World War II, that's the guy. If you have the funding and you want it to be
Perfect.
100% historically accurate,
He's the guy.
that is the person to talk to. Like that's
Mhm.
who I used for this, and he can actually he converted a shitload of sorry about that, an eyelash that was loose and kind of poking my eye. He converted a shitload of front seam swivel bales to front seam fixed bales, and he does. You can't even tell.
Yep.
You cannot tell because obviously the fixed bales, a lot of them, it's hard to find them because they broke off.
They broke and they just turned him into swivel bales. Yeah.
Exactly. And so, but there were so many fixed bales at the beginning of the war and mid-war and late war, even through Korea, you still see them popping
If they
up.
held up, they kept using them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
But like, so anyway, he did a bunch of those conversions, and it was flawless. And like, he just, yeah, I know it sounds like I'm gargling his balls, but like, his work is
His balls
absolutely,
deserve to be gargled.
yeah,
That's
it's
the thing.
fantastic.
So, like,
It's
yeah,
perfect.
you're not gargling his balls. He's the best in the world. Like, he deserves it. So,
Yeah, so it's really cool. Oh, should we take a look at the auction? See where we're at? Oh, it's just
yeah,
like,
let's see.
well, this is just. Hold on.
What do we hold
There's a
on
bunch
to?
of like just civilian shit. Like it'll get back to the. I'll check it when we're at the AMT Auto Mags. That'll be a fun part.
The very expensive handguns.
Yeah, I have one and it doesn't fucking work.
Yep.
I
Tong
need
bought
I
one
need
too,
to find
and his does work.
who.
Tong bought one too, and his does work.
Yeah, I need to get somebody who is proficient with these. I mean, someday it'll happen. Who knows these, and you can still get the parts for them. It's not a big deal, but like I don't know enough about these, and I don't want to fuck around with it and break it.
And they're expensive. So
Yeah.
like,
So eventually I'll find a gunsmith that is very familiar with these. I'll send it to them and then they can fix it and get it functional.
would you,
But
before we get going too much, would you want to put J. Marie's website in the chat? People are looking for him.
oh, really?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I will definitely put his.
He deserves it. He deserves all your business.
Dude, I don't endorse people that I don't like
Believe in, yeah.
believe in or buy shit from myself. Like, I'm not gonna feed. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, that's why I don't have a lot of sponsors.
His balls deserve to be gargled and fondled.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of sponsors
like,
because it's like, well, if I don't believe in your product and I don't have experience with it, I cannot, in my like good conscience, endorse you.
Yep.
So, oh yeah, I see the comment now. Yeah, I was kind of just looking at. Whatever. Yeah,
don't worry, I'm on the ball. I got my exercise in. I ate my grape nuts this morning.
Grape nuts are so fucking bad for you. Oh my god.
That's all right. I just like them because I like them. I don't like.
Yeah,
them
I used to
they're
love
my
them
carbs at the beginning of the day. They're my carbs for most of the day. So
yeah,
I like it because it's like gravel.
Yeah, it's a tooth breaker for sure.
It's so good though. I love grape nuts.
Yeah, I know my dad loved them when I was a kid, and so I like forced myself to like them because that's what he would eat in the morning. Yep. And I was like, I want to be hanging out with my dad. And then he'd put, an insane amount of sugar on it. And a retarded amount of sugar. Where it was like literally like
you might as well just eat Captain Crunch at that point. Like,
yeah, exactly. Well, no, it was more than Captain Crunch. But he'd stir it in with the milk, like. And then, so that's how I learned how to eat grape nuts and break my fucking teeth. But
yuck.
Oh yeah, it was awful. It was terrible.
Regular old grape nuts because I'm like a 70-year-old man when it comes to breakfast. But
yeah, they're really not good.
No, they're not. Well, most cereal's not.
No, it's
good
like,
for you,
dude. Yeah. I tried some
even healthy cereal. Yeah,
I honest to God, dude, I tried some cereal a while back, like sugar, like Fruity Pebbles and shit like that doesn't have gluten in it. Which, oddly enough, cereals that you don't think would have gluten in there do.
I know, right?
Because they put like malted wheat in there. It's like, what the fuck do you need that for? Anyway, but I tried some a while, and I'm like, this is so underwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're a kid, you're like ravenous because you were hooked from the fucking sugar industry. You're hooked on sugar from get-go, and your parents are like, well, it shuts them the fuck up, so we'll keep buying it for them.
Yep.
Satiates them, and then they go to school.
And then diabetes is rampant, and every kid's 300 pounds
obesity, and it's like that's really just. And then, oh, dude, the amount of sugar you'd put on sugared cereal in the 90s and the early 2000s, it was like, I mean, we're talking okay, so like Kicks, right? Kix.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Kicks are good. Yeah.
Berry Kicks were the fucking best in the 90s, and they fucking stopped making them, so
I
I
don't
don't
think
like
I ever
that.
tried the berry ones, but the
Oh,
regular old.
dude, they had like little berry flavored like things mixed in with the regular Kicks, like puffball things.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that was my absolute favorite cereal as a kid. Like, and I would still put sugar on those. You know what
Oh,
I mean? It's
gross.
like
No,
that's how addicted.
that's
No,
so bad.
seriously, kids
Yuck.
in the 90s. If you're watching this right now and you grew up in the 90s, so you were
You're
like
gonna die soon. That's what
you were
that
born
means.
from like 85 to 90. Did you not do you not know exactly what I'm talking about in the United States of like you put sugar on sugared cereal because that's what it says is good on TV. And that's, your parents just bought it for you because they were too busy fucking being into themselves because they're, boomers and shit. Like, oh, I got my career going. I'm going to make all this money and keep up with the fucking Joneses and buy all this cool stuff. And I don't give a
Oh,
fuck what my kids eating hamburger helper and
yep.
fucking Chef Boyardee and sugared
And
cereal.
purple ketchup.
Yeah. Oh, that was nasty. Well, I mean, I obviously had to have it. And then
The
green
purple
ketchup.
ketchup. Yeah.
And then green ketchup was good
Yep.
too. And then, oh, we don't care what they eat. Like we're gonna feed our kids poison. Doesn't
Yep.
matter. It shuts them up. They love it. It keeps them out of our hair, so we
Crab
don't have to be
macaroni and
parents.
cheese.
Right. Yeah.
Man.
So
Corn Pops. That was my go-to cereal as a kid.
oh, those are rough.
They're sweet, but they're bland at the same time. They're
Oh,
not as
exactly.
much sugar as other
No,
sugar
but like
cereals,
they're
but
addicting.
they're so
Like
good.
my dad liked those a lot
Oh,
too.
Corn Pops are fucking great.
Yeah.
They're even better when they're almost a little stale. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah,
they
because
clump
they
up.
kind of get chewy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Absolutely. Oh, it's fucking so gross. I mean, sugared
trip
cereal.
down memory lane. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, dude, Capri Sun and Chef Boyardee and milk was like the thing, like staple foods I lived on as a kid. No,
Yep.
and peanut butter, Jif peanut butter.
Jif peanut. Well, at least you got the good peanut butter, not nasty Skippy peanut butter.
Not Skippy, and the wife loves Skippy because she grew
Oh
up with
no,
that
she's
shit.
wrong. She's
I'm like,
definitely
yeah,
wrong.
it's fucking gross. It's not
It's
good.
terrible.
Like,
it's not as good as Jif. It's so much more liquidy and terrible and
it's
awful and
oh
processed.
god, I didn't want to talk about it. Don't. I can't even think about it. It's so gross.
Jif's so much better.
But yeah, so anyway, let's see where we're at the auction. We've been rambling. We're still on the boomer fudge shit. I'll just add it to the stream now.
Start it up so we could look at it at least.
Yeah,
So that way they don't have to look at us being all hideous and stuff.
Yeah, and then just rambling about incoherent shit from our
Talking
shitty
about
childhood.
90s breakfast cereal.
Shitty childhood trauma.
I'm surprised
shit.
nobody gave me shit for eating grape nuts. You know how many people give me shit for eating grape nuts?
Here's the thing, Devin.
Because I'm not 80.
I'm going to throw you a curveball. Most people that are watching this don't know what grape nuts are.
That's very true. Most people, unless they're 80, but 80-year-olds don't know how to run the internet.
There's the curveball that you hadn't thought of. So
fucking grape nuts.
Yeah, why do you call them Apple Jacks? They don't taste like apples. Yes, and fucking little thing they had, whatever the fuck that was.
Mm-hmm.
It convinced you to buy the shit at least once and get addicted to that kind of sugar, that specific brand of sugar, and the mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. So Apple Jacks were delicious. They were like second to Captain Crunch for tearing the shit out of your mouth.
Out of your mouth, yeah.
Oh fuck me!
Well, they put those little like fucking
the
little
like,
nubblies
texture
on it that are like razor blades. Yeah.
And then you're hungry in the morning. You're trying to get ready before you go to school, because you don't want to eat the school's shitty fucking breakfast that they offer for, 50 cents. You're like, well, you get what you pay for.
Breakfast?
Yeah, they had like toast. They had like dry cereal, milk. And
wait. Your school had food in general.
Don't start with I grew up in a town of 17 people. I don't give a fuck. Nobody
34.
gives a fuck. I don't care. But like, yeah, we had quote unquote breakfast. So it's like, yeah, I either eat something that tastes good at home or some bullshit at school, and I have to pay for it more.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, shoveling in, Apple Jacks would taste. They do taste.
They taste good. They taste good, but they hurt your mouth. Yeah.
Oh my god! And like, because you can't let them get soft in the milk when you're rushing. I would start making. Well, I actually my favorite thing was Berry Kicks, which is amazing, and then they stopped making those, so they can go fuck themselves. I love Tricks, but that got to be too sweet. I did love Raisin Bran. That was my favorite. That was my favorite old man cereal as a kid was Raisin Bran, and I like Kellogg's better than Post. They're both okay, but
Kellogg's is the son with the 2 scoops on it, right?
Yes, correct. Yep. The California raisins.
Mm-hmm.
So they were both okay. When we were poor, we could do the generic shit, and it was like, yeah, it's not as good as Kellogg's. Like, let's be honest here.
It's not.
But oh fucking Christ!
But
Oh, fucking. So Chris Jones so we got two retarded,
211
infantrymen.
Bravos out here.
Yeah,
Oh
211
God,
Bravos. Jesus Christ. But
Mike's bitching about something again.
yeah, I mean, fuck you. Go
That's
fuck
just the
yourself.
story of life now.
I get a sausage biscuit in morning at school. He must be on autocorrect on his fucking phone because you could tell like Chris is he's a deep south like really inbred fuck, right? But he even doesn't type that shittily unless it's on his phone with autocorrect.
Hey, autocorrect gets me too, and it sucks. Those little phone on-screen keyboards are awful.
Dude, and my sausage fingers, dude,
Yeah.
there's so many times where I have my phone here and I'm like, wait, we've done this 3 times before. It never ends well. It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. So I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just deal with it.
But like, it gets me every time when people give me shit for it. It's like, have you ever had like wet hands or dirty hands and you're trying to then type on a tiny on-screen
I don't
keyboard?
do it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't do it anymore because it's like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get to this point and I'm going to almost destroy a
$1,000 phone,
way overpriced, like an $800 fucking iPhone, and then have to buy another one because I'm addicted to it now, and I have all my business relying on it, and just my personal life is like revolving around this fucking device.
Yep.
It's like I'm just mentally checked out. I mentally checked out of this life as soon as I started getting addicted to this shit. I was like, I'm done. I don't know.
Unless they start bringing back Very Berry Kicks.
Unless they start bringing back what?
Very Berry Kicks.
No, it's Berry Kicks. Like
Berry
Kicks.
All right.
Berry 2 times Kicks.
Yep. We got to do a letter writing campaign to. Who makes that? Is that Post? Post makes Kicks.
I believe. Yeah. Can you Google that really quick, Jamie?
All right.
Google it, Jamie. I think Kicks is. I can't remember.
General Mills.
I was just gonna say it might be General Mills. Like, if you heard what I was just gonna say, okay, General Mills.
They actually do make it. You could buy it right now.
They make them now.
They carry it at Walmart and Amazon. You can get it.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna boycott the shit out of General Mills for not just them stopping Berry Kicks when it was at its peak in my life and it actually fucking mattered to me, but for the fact that they're the ones that came up with and designed the fucking food pyramid, which is literally upside down.
It is literally upside down, and it cost a lot of people a lot of problems.
Oh man, I mean, like, yeah, and actually, like, I think I've said this on a stream before, and I think you know this, but like, I didn't get fat off of like sugar, like cake and shit like that. I got fat off of peanut butter because I would come home. I would come home from school, and like we'd have like I think it was the 1 pound jar of Jif peanut butter,
big one, yeah.
And before my parents got home from work, I would turn on Nickelodeon. I had a half hour of peace per day, and this was like my fucking coping mechanism for how shitty things were. And I would sit down in front of the TV alone. I was an only child, and I would turn on "Are You Afraid of the Dark" on Nickelodeon. You've never seen that show, I guarantee you.
Oh, I've seen a couple episodes because people have told me I have to like watch it, and you could watch the old episodes online.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I've had enough shit that I went back and watched that ruined my childhood. That is one memory where I'm just like, I'll just leave it as what I think was good at that point when I was 5 and 6 and 7 years old. And so I would come home and I would take a fucking spoon and I would sit in front of the TV with this big jar of Jif peanut butter, which, peanut butter's got a lot of calories. Plus you had sugar into it, palm oil and all that stuff. And so I would sit and I'd eat probably
so much like protein, but it's so much bad fat calories too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then just calories in general. Like, it's insanely dense. So I would eat like 3/4 of a jar, 3/4 of a pound.
Oh, how do you sit down and eat that much peanut butter? Yeah.
Dude, it was my coping mechanism. Because like,
but it's not just you. It's like Americans in general. How do Americans eat that much fucking peanut butter and just not realize
it? Because it made me feel better. It made me feel better. Like,
well, so does smoking, but like.
No, but like, you can't smoke when you're 6 and 7 years old.
No, you can. It's just harder to get.
Right. So, but anyway, it would make me feel better because I would go home from school, which I fucking hated. And then I'd come home, and like my home life wasn't like, this
great, but not terrible.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was just typical 90s kid being raised. Right?
Life sucked in the 90s. Not gonna lie, it really did.
Well, it was okay, but like anyway, so that's how I did the thing. And then eventually, years of doing that, it's like, well, you have an extra like 3,000 calories a day as a 7-year-old's body. Because then I would go on and eat supper, which is usually like hamburger helper, some processed
just
shit
other
like
gigantic processed calorie dense.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it was
Oh
like,
God.
oh Jesus, man. So that was how I initially got fat. And if you don't know this, once you get fat, it's really hard to lose weight and keep it off because you've got those cells there.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they do liposuction, they don't do it to suck out actual fat. They suck out the cells that are made to hold fat that your body retains even if you do lose weight.
Yep.
Which is why I plumped up so fucking fast when we got back from deployment. Within 3 months, I
Well,
gained
yeah, you were
70
burning so
pounds.
much calories, and then you
And
get
then
to
yeah, I
a
did nothing,
lethargic lifestyle.
and then I started eating like probably like 7 to 8,000 calories a day. Let's be honest, of
Yeah,
like
because that's what you're burning. So you're
Walmart
starving.
burritos and Jack
Yeah.
Daniels and Keystone Light.
Yeah. The
That's
breakfast
my
of
first
champions.
few months back, and in like 3.5 months of coming back from deployment, I gained 70 fucking pounds.
Damn. That's half my
That,
body weight.
yeah, it's like impressive, right? But it was like it's just insane. But I'm just waiting for them to get through the fucking boomer FUD. Like, oh, here we go. We got some ARs coming up.
Ooh.
So we've
I don't
got
even know what an AR is going for now.
So we've got okay. So this is an ATI. Let's look a little bit. Oh, okay. So this is an ATI Omni Hybrid lower, which is fine. Like I used to have one. It didn't do anything for me, and then I got into printing. So I was like, well, I don't need this. So I sold it. So this is the 350 Legend though. Okay. So
It just doesn't look right having the like standard mil spec 6-position stock on it. Like put a different stock on it.
well, I mean, here's the thing: is like this. Like the Canadians have been using rifle length fucking uppers with carbine length buffers forever.
Yeah. Because they got it to like work and work really well.
You're just saying you just don't personally like that look or that kind of feel.
Well, it's just put a different like actual stock on it. Not see the adjustable 6-position part. I'm fine with the buffer too, but like put an actual like different stock on it. Not the terrible USGI 6-position.
Dude, honestly, I got so proficient with that fucking thing that like I wouldn't mind that personally, but like I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like you got this big fancy rifle and you just put a fucking standard 6-position buttstock on it. Like
yeah, like the GI one. Like if it works for you, who cares? But like
that's true, yeah. And they are the lowest profile one you can get, but like still, they make much nicer ones that aren't that much more expensive.
See,
like
350
spend
Legend is
more.
It's another fun gimmick round, and Jesus Christ, man. See, I know nothing about that caliber.
Just make an AR-10.
Right. Exactly.
Just do an AR-10. If you're if you're not doing an AR-15, do an AR-10.
Dude, AR-10s are fucking miserable to shoot, in my opinion. Like they're so fucking. They're snappy as shit. It's uncomfortable to shoot them. Like,
well, they can be. It depends.
The Gucci ones are not bad. I should have specified. I should have specified. I shot one of those Portuguese contract clones that Brownells did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
The AR-10, like as it was fielded, I can see why they didn't like it. To be honest with you, but
you get what you invest some money into an AR-10. You can get a really fucking nice AR-10. It'll do everything an AR-15 will, except
no. I know, and I kind of put the cart before the horse there, and got ahead of myself. But like, I don't mind the AR-10 if it's a Gucci AR-10. Like, you put a lot of money into it.
If you're making a nice one, if you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
But I know the appeal of the AR-15 is you could throw them together for cheap. I get it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like they work. Like.
Oh, I see. This guy's got it figured out. He's got the box grader on it. The only handguard that should ever be on an AR.
God, I hate that. Like, unless you've got the Knights Armament like covers on there,
the rail covers.
So painful.
The fucking box grader though. It's the only thing you should ever have on your ARs. The box grader. Fuck all.
Yeah, but you should also have the covers on it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not saying don't have the covers. I'm just saying don't buy into that fancy like fucking key mod M-lock bullshit. Just put a box grader on there.
Yeah. I do like the straight A2 and A1 grips though.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Ruger 1022 takedown.
Ooh, a takedown.
$350 fucking dollars
for a Ruger 1022
takedown.
Does it come with that cool bag?
Oh! What do we have?
It's an NRA
here?
one.
NRA Special Edition.
That's why it costs so much.
So some like boomer FUD sitting there like, it's a
semi-auto. I gotta have it.
It's a semi-auto, but it says NRA approved on it with the bag, so I got to get it.
That's right. I get a tactical NRA bag, and now I can finally use these 50 huge 1022 magazines I've been saving up.
No, they have the 10 rounders, dude. Come on.
No, I know a lot of boomers that have like the big, like 50 rounder fucking 1022 mags.
Ruger 1022 long. What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of those that's. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yep. That's what a lot of boomers have right there. And they're like, I use it for squirrel hunting, then I don't need to reload for like 2 months.
Yeah, but like, why? No. Like, why would you do this to a 1022?
Because you're
It's
bored.
a fucking 1022, the most reliable and popular semi-automatic 22 long rifle gun ever. But yeah, $450, but whatever.
I don't know.
I know nothing about that. So it's a 12 or wait a second.
It's a Rossi 12 gauge and 308.
That's kind of cool. I don't know if I know about
You've
these.
never seen those before?
No, I don't
They're
think
really
so.
slick actually, and they're not too bad price wise. Because basically they just made it so you can put whatever barrel. They sell tons of different barrels almost for every round. Pistol rounds even. And all you do is just swap the barrel. Everything
So
else runs.
it's a break action single shot rifle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you could buy a barrel almost every caliber for
And
it.
that was like $300. That's actually pretty cool. But
They are. They're sweet.
It's still
If you can get
you're
one
also
for cheap,
limited. You're also
if you can
limited.
get one for cheap, Mike, you should get one. They're cool.
Yeah, well, I'm done buying guns for a while unless it's on my
That's
bucket
fair.
list. But like
I said, you could probably find one though for like $150.
So let's look at this again because this is whatever. That's actually a pretty cool concept. Like
it is.
Like
it's a very slick concept, and it's a really lightweight, really narrow, fucking awesome gun actually. So, and there's some with like wood furniture and other stuff. They're cool.
You learn something every day. I actually don't hate that concept.
Yeah, it's the whole thing was like you could have a deer rifle, like a turkey gun, like a duck hunting gun. You could get everything all in one because you're buying the rifle and then you just get like 3 barrels. You get like a 12 gauge barrel, you get like a 20 gauge barrel, you get like a rifle barrel, and
right. And I do know people who honestly they can work a fucking single shot break action.
Fair. I mean, there is nothing to go wrong on it, and it's a cheap gun that's really lightweight to carry. So,
have you seen those guys that like they'll knuckle the fucking rounds and
and there's like boom,
bam,
bam, and you're like, dude,
like,
chill.
What the fuck? That's awesome. No,
dude,
I
you
love
must be a felon and you can't own a gun because you're really good with that shit.
Well, they got that concept, I think, from the Martini Henry guys, like the way back in the day, like knuckling the fucking rounds
knuckle
just,
fucking like 5 rounds and just getting in there.
Boom, So I like it. I like shooting skills that are kind of unique and that work great because
that's right.
Here's the thing: people think that you can't shoot a bolt action as fast as you can a semi-automatic.
You definitely can.
You definitely can. Like accurate place shots, not just laying down suppressive fire, but like accurate, concise shots. You can do that, and that's why my uncle had a bolt action. I think it was a 16 gauge. Might have been a 12. I don't know. Shotgun, and he's like, "Yeah, I go out and shoot trap, and I can literally get 2 rounds off just as quickly as these guys at the double barrel, like boom, boom, boom."
Yeah.
I just did 3 there, but like whatever. You get my point. And he's like, "Yeah," and they're impressed. It's like, if you know how to work the operating system that you're on, i.e., Jesse Ventura and the Carcano mishap bullshit, fucking idiot. You can actually shoot quote unquote repeating rifles just as fast accurately as a semi-auto if you have enough time spent with it.
$750 for a Browning Buckmark 22.
What's so good about this piece of shit?
Nothing.
Oh, it's a target
22 pistol, but it's like
we're still going. We're at 800 now.
Damn.
That's interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.
Never seen one of those before in my life. I should buy some cheap shitty fucking break action.
Glock 17 Gen 2. Oh, I have one. They're fucking awesome. I love Gen 2s. This one's in better shape than mine. I got mine. I think. Yeah. Did you shoot mine or just see it? Like it's.
I held it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a Elio trade-in that I got years ago that had a chipped grip. There's literally one tiny piece of plastic out of the bottom part of the mag well, like a tiny piece. And I got it for like, I think I paid around with the FFL transfer fee, like $300.
Really? That's a fucking steal.
Maybe. And it was like, it's still like yellow paint in the stippling in the back of the grip.
Damn.
Which is fun. So it was probably a state patrol pistol forever.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the Glock 19 Gen 2. I was looking at this earlier.
$475. Still gotta find a Glock that fits my tiny baby hands.
That's the thing is like, you would like the 19, like Dave and I were talking the other day because he's got a 19 and he's got big hands. Like, and so for me, a 19 is just a little bit too short.
Well,
And that's what,
it's not the length, it's the girth.
yeah, well, that's what Gen 2s are nice because they don't have that extra fucking the finger grooves in front.
Yeah.
And Gen 2s and Gen 1s are actually pretty fucking cool. And then Gen 5s, they remove the finger grooves. It's just stippling. So like my Glock Model 45, it's got a 17 grip with a 19 slide, and it's fucking beautiful. It's so comfortable and perfect. And
Yeah.
like it, you know,
It's just I've tried the 380 ones and I've tried the 9mm ones, and they're just
Mhm.
too wide because they're the same width, 380 and 9mm. The rounds are the
Yeah.
same diameter,
Yep.
so they're too wide, and they don't make them in anything smaller. So because the grips are the same size for the 380s and
Yeah, for
the
sure.
9mm.
Yep.
So I wish that all they would have to do is, instead of being like a double stack, if they'd make a stagger, they could probably narrow it
Yeah.
up just
But
enough to be good. But I'd be sacrificing capacity, which is what everyone wants a Glock for.
yeah.
So
And it's like, to each their own and everything. And it's just like I've learned with Glock, like, so I have that Glock 21 short frame.
mhm.
And I initially bought a Glock 21 LEO trade-in from Aim Surplus years ago. And the grip was too goddamn big for my hand. And I'm like, because I have big hands, but for whatever
Yeah,
reason, I'm more proficient with a pistol that has a smaller, like a skinnier grip on it.
yeah, a narrower grip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And so I ended up selling that to a friend who didn't, he was like, this is super comfortable for me. I'm like, cool. I'll use that money to buy a short frame, which was actually in better condition than the regular 21 that I got, which is fun. And I still have it, and I'm proficient as shit with that because it fits my hand great. Because they made it not as
not as wide.
the depth, no, it's not, it's just as wide, but the
Yeah.
depth from front to back is shorter. And
Mm.
it's like that was a good call. And they do make a Glock 20 short frame, or the Glock 40 and 41 short frames, which is cool. If I were to ever get one, that'd be great for competition shooting. Because I like to do back when I did 3-gun, and we want to get into it again. It's fun, but like I would do in the heavy metal leagues, I'd use a 308 rifle, which is the FAL, and excuse me. Then you have to use a pistol that's a minimum of 40 caliber. I don't like 40
40 sucks.
personally. Well, if it works for you, it works for you, but I just don't personally like it. So,
You'd use a 10mm.
well, 10 mil, yeah,
It's 40.
that's ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. I already had the 45, so I use the FAL or the G3 now would probably be, and then the 45, the Glock 21, or ideally a 41 would be great. And then I use a pump, my Benelli Supernova Tactical.
Damn.
But here's the thing with heavy metal in like 3-gun shooting, usually you have to hit the target twice with a rifle, right?
Yep.
With heavy metal, you only have
Just
to hit it
once.
once. And so it does actually buy you some time, but a 308 battle rifle's fairly heavy,
Yeah.
and it's not like
They're
super
heavy.
ergonomic. Yeah. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I shot open class a lot too, like with an AR or an AK, and I was the only one out there rocking a fucking Wasser 1063 with a dong grip. And I was still just slaying the fucking targets.
Yeah.
Like it was easy. But
That's
they're like,
funny,
what
though.
the shit? And then I used with that one I used the Wasp 10, my Jericho 941P, which was so
It's a
easy
great
to
gun.
do.
That's a fantastic
God
gun.
damn. And then I used my 1014.
Yeah. The
So
1014, baby.
oh yeah.
I kind of want
That
to
was
get one, but I'm not justified
they're well
spending
they
that
have
price.
okay, so I want to actually know those Panzer Arms M4s that are coming out. I think they're made in Turkey, which is people are like, oh, Turkish shit. It's like, well, yeah, that's propaganda from American gun manufacturers
Yeah.
because they can, whatever. Anyway, I'm wondering how those do compare. I don't want to spend the money just to do like 1 or 2 videos on it, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to do that. But like, I'm curious to see if they actually are anywhere near the tolerance and the handling of the actual 1014 or the M4.
Well, everything I hear about a lot of the Turkish guns is they work.
They work.
They work. They're not as nice.
Oh, here we go. Here we
That's
go.
the
The
thing.
MT Automags. Here we go. So the
AMT
50
Automags, 50 AE.
Yeah, no thanks.
You don't want a 50. Would you just buy a Desert Eagle at that point?
Right, you're going to pay about
50
the same,
Yeah.
but the AMTs are more collectible because they didn't make as many of them. But
Yeah,
50 AE is a fucking that's a
it's a
wrist
beast of a
pounder.
handgun cartridge.
It's a wrist pounder. And AMT
Yep.
automags are not that heavy. The Eagles are a lot
No.
heavier.
I was gonna say the Eagle's gonna eat a lot more of that recoil than the
Yep.
Automag will. Ooh. $2,500.
26. 27.
28. 2750.
No, right. Oh, so a bid removed. Oh, we're back down to 25. I bid at the same time. I didn't want to pay that much. It's okay, they got it. I have no idea what these are, but like Arcadia Machine and Tool. That's what AMT stands for. It's
Yep.
fun.
I kind of figured that out.
Like the concept was great. Like, dude, the reason I got the AMT Automag 3 back in the day is because like I smartly bought a shitload of surplus 30 carbine ammo when it was still affordable, and I have an M1 carbine and I have a pistol. It doesn't work, but like eventually I get it to work again. And it's kind of fun, like you carry the same ammo for both.
It's a good concept. Everything shoots
Weapons,
the same
it
round.
is. Yep. Move to lot 76B. Nice. That's a great description of a pistol. Will not be selling.
Will not be selling.
Go to lot 76B. So somebody pulled out at the last second. They're like, oh, no. Maybe they'll see the price and be like, yeah, go ahead and sell it.
They'll have to circle back to it.
They'll have to circle back. Yes, absolutely.
Lame.
Oh, this is fun. I really wish audio video not available, so we can't do that. But like, I wish you could hear what's going on right now.
They're probably talking about, this fuck, he didn't want to sell his gun, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I've actually never seen this auction company, Shaban Auction Service, but it seems like they're moving along great.
They're moving, which is good. That guy must be able to talk fast, which is great.
Right, and just like fucking move on. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna bid, you're gonna bid.
I don't need your life story. Just sell me the gun.
Oh God, that was so funny.
When are they gonna move on? What's taking them so long?
Hurry up. Waiting on you.
76.
There we go. What? Oh, something got fucked.
Ooh.
AMT
Bolt damage.
40. Yeah, well, this is the same picture, so what the fuck's going on here? Bolt damage sold as is.
Oh, they were probably going through it before the auction and realized something was fucked up on it.
76B. This is
listing.
Okay, so exactly. That's what happened. Bolt damage. And you're still gonna pay $2,200 fucking dollars.
Some guy's like, I need that grip panel.
Oh wow. So here's
the 3.
I'm really glad I paid $900 for mine back in the day.
Yeah.
It did work. Like the first time I shot it, it actually functioned fine, and then something got fucked up in the hammer spring area, and we'll get it figured out.
$2,000 has its factory box.
Yep.
That's how you know it's good. $2,200. Well, don't damn. 22 Magnum, the Automag.
Yeah, this is a popular one.
I mean, that one actually looks kind of good. That one looks like it'd be something I could handle.
Yeah.
4-inch barrel in that thing? 3 3/8. It doesn't look that fucking big, but
damn. No, they're big guns, dude. Like the fucking grip itself is massive.
Well, that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, it looks like a tiny gun, but then they say it's got a fucking 3.5-inch barrel, and it's like, fuck.
Yeah, they're big guns. They're big, bulky pieces of shit, but they're awesome.
800 reals? That's not so bad.
Yeah, this one's a smaller version too. Oh, I guess make Arcadia Machine and Tool. I didn't even see that was there. That's why you're like, oh, I figured that out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's right there.
No, because when I bought my Automag 3,
Yeah.
I researched the company and shit. And they're from California, and it's like it's a cool concept, like to make a semi-automatic pistol and like a bunch of revolver cartridges.
hmm
And it's like, yeah, it's pretty neat.
There's a lot of Automag 2s. Damn.
Yeah, well, they made a shitload in 22 mag, and this is the standard size one.
22 Magnum's a decent cartridge. It's all right.
Yeah.
I think 22 Hornet's better because it's center fire, baby.
Oh yeah.
I still got to get one. I've been looking for a Ruger #1 in 22 Hornet.
Another one.
Huh?
Another. I'm just saying another
Automag 2.
Automag 2. Yep. Not bad pricing actually.
No, I mean doesn't seem like the 22 ones are as desirable as the other calibers. But...
Right. Now we're lagging. We're stuck. Okay, here we go.
They were telling their life story again, probably.
Yep.
Bullshit. That's what that is.
Oh, yep.
People are removing bids.
I love that shit. It's so fucking fun. Oh, now we're going higher. God. These fucking like really old boomers are probably sitting there at the auction going, "Oh no, it's $200 over what I initially bid because I couldn't move fast enough."
Yep. Oh, I accidentally double clicked. Oh.
Oh yeah.
22 Colt Diamondback.
I literally could not give a shit less. Oh, what the fuck is this?
The Lar Grizzly?
Yeah.
And 45 Winchester Magnum? It's literally a 1911 that's in like gigantic heavy rounds.
So does that scope kick back with every fucking shot because it's attached to the
It goes
slide?
back with the slide, yeah.
Oh my god, who the fuck would do this?
No idea. It's not uncommon though for the Grizzlies to have scopes on them though. There's another one above it too that doesn't have a scope. They're hefty bitches though. These things are big. And the reason they're called Grizzlies is they were for people to like live in bear country.
Yeah, 45 Winchester Meg. I've never heard of that fucking cartridge before.
It's a big boy. Imagine everything 45 ACP should have been to not suck.
So, but it's not a 45 long Colt.
No,
It's like somewhere in between 45 ACP and.
so a 45 Winchester Magnum
Yeah.
is a rimless semi-automatic caliber. It's externally just a lengthened 45 ACP. So
it's like basically 40 Smith & Wesson versus 10 millimeter.
it's basically 45 10 millimeter instead of 40 10 millimeter.
Okay, yeah. I mean that's still a fucking beast.
Yeah, it's
10 millimeter is a beast, and yeah,
it's a 255 grain bullet is trucking at about 1,400 feet per second. Which is schmovin'.
Yeah.
That's schmovin'.
Yeah, that's schmovin' for sure. So an actual like
Magnum Research Desert. Oh, it's a terrible one. It's the 357 one. Nobody wants
357,
those.
yeah.
Those are garbage.
If I were to ever get a Deagle, it would be like an original Magnum Research in 44 Magnum. That's what it would be, because that was the original concept gun, and then weird that it never got adopted by any military in any capacity. Because they're fucking huge, heavy, and they only hold 7 fucking rounds, one in the tube. 8.
The Israelis wanted them to be able to fuck up helicopters. Give every soldier the ability to carry a lightweight package to fuck up helicopters. And then guess what?
Pistol?
Yeah, the Israelis found out that FAL does same job if you shoot at a helicopter.
Right. Yeah, weird.
So
right?
that was literally how it went. They're like, us 308 also fucks up a helicopter. Who would have guessed? So, but the thing was, helicopter hulls are like aluminum, And so they wanted a round that wouldn't like go through the helicopter. It would just go into and like jam shit up and fuck shit up.
Yeah.
That was the whole point of the pistol round. They just wanted it to go through one side.
Yeah.
Whereas like the 308's just woo, going fucking
Straight
through
through.
the helicopter.
Yep.
But it turns out that if you just hit important shit, it doesn't matter. So
Jeez.
yeah, it was just funny.
$3,100.
Yeah, very expensive.
32.
That's actually kind of cheap. They go for like 4 to 5. So
well, yeah, with the buyer's premium, which I didn't look
Yeah.
at. Wait a second. What is the buyer's premium? 18%. So yeah, this is at 4. This is over 4 now.
yeah, they go for 4 to 5. So they're cool. It's
What
like
the fuck?
a
Like
big
it's
1911, big
yeah.
boy 1911.
I mean, gotta be some guy that like knows this shit and is like, oh, it's collectible as fuck.
Well,
So,
it's hard to find ammo for them too. They stopped making ammo in 1999.
you'd have to like reload and like trim down other cases, I would assume, right?
Mhm. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's a cool gun. They were made from like 1977 to like 1999. It's like 22 years. But
Yeah.
yeah, they stopped making ammo for them in 1999. Just the
This
one with
one.
the scope.
Yeah, they're talking this one up. This will go for what do you think this goes for?
Probably 4.5.
Like base price.
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5. Okay. And then so they'll be paying like over $5,000.
Yeah, for
Okay.
a tricked out 1911 Magnum.
Yep. Oh, wait. You might be wrong. Oh, you were
Really?
wrong.
Really? That's
What's
weird.
wrong?
Why'd the other one sell for so much more? Oh, probably because it had its box. It had the wood
Yeah.
box.
It's collectible.
It's collectible. Yeah, it's got the box. Oh, they got a Wildie too. In 45 Winchester Magnum.
Fuck is that?
It's another one of those big fucking semi-automatic bear handguns.
Come on, internet. Oh wow. That's a big bitch.
Yeah.
It's like a hybrid of a revolver and a semi-automatic.
Pretty much.
The barrel looks like a revolver barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a neat looking gun. That one's all
Now,
nice and
now can you
engraved.
change these barrels out?
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Because yeah, you can see that
A lot of them would come with a couple different lengths of barrel.
Huh.
Yeah.
And different calibers or just different lengths?
Well, you could see the space in that box.
Yeah.
Like on the box where there would have been a longer barrel.
Oh yeah.
That foam pieces, that's where there would have been.
Yep.
You would have had a longer barrel there.
And then it was another slide too. Look at this.
Yeah. No, that's the longer barrel. It would have the little lock and connector.
Yeah, but it's got
connected
the
to barrel.
slide with the sight. Look at the sight cutout. So yeah, okay.
So oftentimes they would come with multiple barrel lengths. And it's like the LAR Grizzly, but it was fancier. It was if you weren't a poor, you would buy
Jeez,
a Wildie.
yeah. See, that's the thing is I know very little about like civilian firearms.
They were quite popular, especially like in the Northwest and in Canada actually, because bears.
Intertech Sport 22 long. Because this is Intertech on it, it'll go for a lot, right?
Oh, I've never heard of Intertech before in my life.
The Tech 9?
Oh, that's made by Intertech?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
I've heard of the Tech 9, not anything else they made.
Well, the AB10 is basically
The Tech 9.
It's kind of, yeah. They were like cheap.
It looks
They're
like
basically
a nail
the
gun.
high point. Yeah, they were like the high point of whatever. And
Machine guns.
what's fucked up is like they got really popular after Columbine because they use an Intertech Tech 9.
Yeah.
And they got really popular after Columbine. They're like, oh, I gotta have one of those for this fucked up fetish that I have of mass shootings. It's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
It's not a great pistol.
Didn't it? It
works.
worked, didn't it?
Yeah, it worked. But it's like, again, like people shit on High Point all the time. And I'm like, do you have an Intertech
High
Tech
Point
9?
is like the #1 gun in evidence lockers across America.
Not true.
Well, it's way up there in a lot of states because they're
Yeah,
so
well, there's a
cheap.
lot
They
of
were
these
so
like
cheap.
weird fucking stupid companies that are like
Yeah.
Jimenez and fucking Car Arms, like these shitty like what the government identifies them as Saturday night specials.
Yeah, cheap pieces of garbage that are meant to be used once and thrown away, basically.
Right, because they're not great. But like that's a lot of 22s are used
Mm-hmm.
in like murders and executions and all that shit and the gang violence.
Gang
But it's
violence.
yeah. Oh, it's a big problem.
It is. It's a huge problem. We just got to
And
have the military posted on the corners of everywhere where it's bad. Just
dude,
Department of
I
Defense.
literally I said
Department of
how
Defense.
yeah, defense.
Chicago. Put them in downtown Chicago. Every street corner. Grenade
We
launchers.
should
Let's go.
literally have the fucking purge once a year.
Yeah. Well,
And
then
be
there'll
like-
just be more gang members because they've got guns and connections. So,
But there's guys that have guns and connections to
yeah, but they're in the
MRAPs.
middle of nowhere where there's no gang violence. So,
Yeah, it's a 5.5 hour drive from here to Chicago.
that's fair. That's a long ways to drive, though.
Not really.
Are you driving to Chicago to clean up the streets on the purge, Mike?
In the purge? No, I go down to Minneapolis
That's fair.
because it's closer.
I'm not driving anywhere. I'm not going.
But I'm
anywhere.
saying, like, there are plenty of resources out there to clean up scum.
yeah, but they don't
It's
want
just-
to because
it's
they
just
want to use it
illegal.
because it forwards an agenda.
Right. And it's like,
So-
well, we can't actually clean up the streets.
We need to ban guns first.
Yes,
Then we
need
can
to
clean
ban
up the
guns.
streets. So that's what they're trying to do. That's why gang violence is still so off the charts. They have every ability to. So if they would just dump a ton of money into the Chicago PD and be like, hire more fucking cops, get out there, start doing stuff, we could clean it up. But they won't do that. So,
Well, they're also restricted heavily by laws, like
yeah.
use of
but
force and
Yeah, dump money. That's stupid. The use of force laws are stupid. But
they can be, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I get it, but it's like if you're fucking committing a crime and you know fucking half of anything.
Sir Volkerstein says, I told my suitcases there would be no vacation this year. Now I'm dealing with emotional baggage. Thank you for the actual funny joke. That was actually pretty clever.
That was pretty good.
It's
It
fun.
wasn't as good as the pigeon one.
Pigeon?
Yeah, you remember when it was you and Dakota and me on a stream, and
That must have been years ago then.
yeah, years ago, and somebody said, "Did you know pigeons die after they have sex?" And then the next comment he said, "Well, at least after I have sex with them." And you and him,
yes.
yeah.
Vaguely,
and you and him were just laughing for like 5 minutes.
That was
like,
fucking beautiful.
You
Yeah.
almost like spit out your drink. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, fucking yeah. That was a long. Those days were so fun.
They were.
Fucking-
They were.
You know, Dakota with his Squidward face. You know, just sitting on the live stream, bitching about everything.
Yep.
And
Getting
fuck.
mad at me for all the guns I bought. He's like, "You fucker," because I bought a Ross, and I'm like, "What?" So,
Yeah, but he bought a lot of guns too. He was just like, "Oh, fuck you."
yeah.
That was God. Yeah, he's
That was the
he's
one
doing-
where he put his gun in his mouth. On
Yeah,
stream.
we had to end
Yeah.
it early.
Yeah, we had to end it early because we're like, simmer down, dude. You've had a little too much to drink, and you're
Yeah.
getting a bit emotional.
Yeah,
So-
I think that was the last time us three were on.
Yeah, because he was fine and he knew his gun was empty and stuff, but it just does
But
not
it's still,
look
it's
good
like,
on
don't
camera.
do that. And
Yeah.
that was before, thank God that was before the fucking YouTube
Mm-hmm.
scourge laws. And dude, that was back in the very last bastion of something even resembling the Wild West being on YouTube.
Yep,
And that was still on Google Hangouts too, if I remember correctly.
that was on Google Hangouts.
Yep. That was,
Yeah.
oh man, those streams were so fucked.
Yeah,
'Cause
back
here's
when we
the
were
thing is,
all
like,
drinking too.
We fucking Dakota and I would be sitting there bullshitting on Skype like
yeah,
back in the day. And then one night we both got completely shit faced and we were like, why the fuck aren't we streaming this live on YouTube? And I'm like, at the time I was like, well, I can't think of a reason why. So why don't we just stream our conversations? And it was like, there was like maybe 5 or 10 people that would watch.
hmm I remember the first comment I ever sent to you guys on YouTube. It was you and Dakota, and I asked And you ended it early because people were being too edgy in the comments. You're like, "Fuck this! I can't do this." You got mad, and I never got the question answered.
You could be edgy. You could be edgy, but like have some
people were
fucking
being
like
dumb though.
Yeah, just being dumb, and it's like, okay, you're an idiot. Fuck you. Like,
but I remember I asked you in Dakota the very first question I ever asked you on a stream, and this was probably 2017. It was, who do you think would be better, the American Army in 1917 or the German Army in 1914? And I never got an answer for that. Who do you think would win in like a fair square up?
The Americans.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
But so I just thought about it, and the reason for that being, so at the beginning of the First World War, when Germany got involved, they had the best of their best soldiers, right? They did. Yep. There's guys that could actually shoot. There was guys that volunteered for it beforehand and whatever. A lot of those guys got killed in the first 2 years of the war. I mean, most of them.
Every country's lost all their veterans and good skilled soldiers at the beginning of the war.
Now, the only reason I would say the Americans would have the advantage is because of our absolutely ingrained culture of accurate shooting at distance.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing Americans have always been good at, and they still kind of are. For the most part,
it's going downhill quick, but yeah.
Well, it's just that less people that can shoot are joining, but like that's a different issue. So if you got the guys that were joining or like being drafted and or joining the AEF in the First World War in 1917,
yep,
and you pitted them up against the German Army in 1914, the only reason I think the Americans would win is because of their excellent marksmanship.
Fair. But because I know the Germans had a shit ton more troops.
Sure, but like here's the thing is like in Europe, marksmanship is viewed just for like hunting or shooting sport.
Yeah.
And not everybody partakes because they were, doing their thing. They're farmers.
It's like an aristocracy thing.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. And Americans, it's like, no, if you're not a good shot and you can't handle a firearm and hit something at like 500 fucking yards,
you're getting out of the military. Yeah.
Well, no. It's like you don't eat.
Yeah, you're driving a desk. You're doing something else.
No. What I'm saying is like culturally before anybody joins the military. It's like
that's fair. Hunting
it's ingrained. It's like Canada too. It's like
the Americans still had a frontier during World War I.
Oh fuck yes, they did.
There was a ton of people that were coming that were like couldn't read, could barely write.
Yep, just sign an axe. Just do this.
Yep.
And
but boy could they shoot because that's how you ate. So
right, and if you train them in military tactics, I mean, it would have been a bloodbath either way.
Yeah,
but like,
way.
I think the Americans would have.
I think the Americans would have won. I think you're right.
But here's the thing: is the Americans weren't as okay. Let me ask you this: Americans with French training when they got there? Well, no, that's not fair because the French were in the same boat. Okay, because here's the thing: is like machine guns, right?
Yep.
The Germans knew the tactics when they went into 1914. They knew how to do interlocking fields of fire, where to place the machine guns.
They didn't have as many, though, as they did in 1917. So the Americans probably had close to the same amount of machine guns as the Germans would have had.
And so we'll take.
So who had the better doctrine is what it would come down to.
We'll take the Americans having. Well, here's the thing: you can't do that because. So very interesting question. Let's unpack this.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans did not have their own machine guns in 1917 when they joined.
Nope. Well, they had Colt 1895s, not very many.
Not very. Yeah.
Handful.
Really.
And it wasn't that good of a machine gun. And the 1917 really wouldn't have made it there yet.
No, so they used. 1903 is still a great rifle. I just personally have a lot of issues with it. Whatever, we've talked about that. But yeah, I still think the Americans would have won because again, the marksmanship, man. Like especially back then, marksmanship, and it actually still does. It's very relevant today because people are like, oh, fucking, why is the Americans use a 5.56 and a very lethal rate? It's because shot placement.
True, and it's also like a lot of people don't realize this. The Germans were very aggressive attack. in 1914. They didn't
Yes.
have their defensive tactics figured out yet.
No.
And the
Yeah,
Americans
exactly.
coming in 1917 were very aggressive and attacking because they didn't have any defensive tactics done yet. So
Right,
it
until they
would have
learned
been
from the French. Yep.
two very let's get each other armies going after each other with basically the same amount of machine guns, but the Germans probably would have had twice as many soldiers at least.
Well, the Germans would have had a lot more machine guns.
Yeah, but
So that could have been a factor. But also artillery.
But the machine guns aren't going to do you a lot of good if you're constantly moving forward, especially back then.
Yeah, neither is artillery because you don't
exactly.
want to.
So it's going to come down to an infantry slog.
Yeah, which in that case, I would have said that the Americans would have. Yeah,
I think they would have won. Yeah,
not by a huge margin.
No,
but like,
it would have been a bloodbath because it would have just been fucking. It would have been like what you see in the Civil War after you fire a volley. It would have just been guys smashing into each other.
Right. So, and it's like, what are we doing? But like, yeah, I think because of the marksmanship
and the Americans being professionals and the Germans being the vast majority conscripts, I think.
No, that's the opposite. You have that. In
1914,
the Germans were mostly professionals at that point.
Okay. Yeah.
The Americans, when the draft started in 1917, dude, our entire fucking like, I don't know if it's the army or actually the entire military was 200,000 people.
Yeah, pre-World War I, there's nothing there. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, the numbers, but also the numbers in the Soviet Union.
Didn't help them very much,
the Germans inflicted a shitload of casualties, even though the Soviets had the numbers.
Mm-hmm. But if you can make men faster than they can make bullets, that's how you win.
It's not fucking realistic.
Only Russia's able to do that, and maybe China from time to time. But
yeah,
if you can push more people than they can push bullets, you can win. So.
Right, yeah, and it's just but that's a good question. I mean, it's a fair question. But...
Yeah, and I never got it answered, and Dakota was like all over that, and then you were ending it. I never got to.
It's fucking. I had too much with the fucking idiots back then. But
fair.
like,
you gotta get him on a stream again soon. He was on one not too long ago.
Yeah, he was on one. Like, I just have to text him. He's kind of like, he's working. He's got a girl, and he's doing pretty well, and whatever. So he's kind of busy and all that shit. But like, I mean, yeah, we just went to that event a few months ago, like in the spring, and it was so nice to catch up with him and like in person. And I got to meet his girl, and she's awesome. And like, it was just fun to like just catch up, and because we hadn't seen each other in person for like 3 or 4 years until now, and it was so well. We didn't just reminisce; we just talked about current shit, and he's got a lot of spicy views on events. And it's funny as shit, but like, and we were also staying. Oh my god! So we decided to go like way too late to this event, and the only like hotels that were available were like on I-35.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, not good. And so there was
Roach Motel garbage.
Oh my god! It was like the people that were there were like mostly workers. And just trashy and sketchy people. I had the LaBelle in the room because I was doing French.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, here's the thing. If somebody tries to break into this fucking room, they're going to get 1 8mm round through the fucking door. And then if they can break in, they're going to have the Rosalie on the end of that. And I'm like, the problem is that 8mm round is going to go through the door, through them, and into the next room. And I don't want to be responsible for collateral damage.
Yep.
And so I was like, maybe I should just use the Rosalie.
Yeah, maybe you should just be a pikeman. Yeah.
And so we were laughing about that. Like, it was a semi-serious. It was like mostly tongue in cheek, but like, I was like, yeah, well, here, because he has Gewehr 98 in there, and he's like, maybe I should just.
You both are just gonna have to be pikemen fighting in this hotel room.
He'll throw the S9805 on there, and we'll fucking spring into action if need be. But what's this? Oh, P38.
P38.
So standard P38.
You missed a couple Lugers that were selling for $1,500, $1,600.
Holy shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Again, glad I got one when I did. Holy fuck.
Ooh, the Mauser HSC. I actually really like that gun coming up.
Yeah, that's a cool gun.
And the Beretta 1934.
Yep. What's special about this? Like, let's see. Come on.
Come on, Mike's Internet. I mean, it doesn't look like it's all that special.
This may be a Mauser Oberndorf. Okay. Oh no, it's not. AC is I forgot which one it was. So it's a standard P38, doing over $1,000.
Yeah, people want them. Americans love German stuff, Mike.
My
They love their
grandpappy
Nazis.
brought one back, and then my mom.
I want to
sold
see how
it.
much this is going to go for because it's It's probably one of the better Italian World War II handguns.
Yeah, the 1934 is a great gun.
The fucking Beretta 1934.
It's not like terrible shape, but it's not also in
No.
good shape.
I mean, it's got some discoloration on it, but it would clean up real nice.
I mean, this right now
It's
is
a
about
finish one. Even
What?
better. Yeah, it's a finish one.
Oh, SA marked.
It's got the Gucci green leather holster. Yeah, because after the Italians
there it is,
capitulated, after the Italians capitulated, they would have Germans moved in, grabbed as much Italian shit as they could, and shipped that crap right off to Finland. So now we're up to the HSC. $500 as the starting. God damn. It's not a bad little 32 though. 600 fucking bucks. Come on.
Well, it's 550. That's the next bid.
It's a bit much for an HSC.
Oh, fucking P64, and it's already going for $230. It's like they're not pleasant to shoot.
No, they look so fucking tiny.
Well, they're not. They're actually pretty big for a 9x18, but like they're a direct blowback, and that was before like
9x18's pushing it with direct blowback.
That's about the biggest you can do with direct blowback, and the CZ82 or the VZ82 figured that out. But like this is a really unpleasant handgun to shoot. I used to have one. It's really unpleasant.
I see why they sell for so cheap.
Yeah. Oh, fucking FN high power.
Oh, the artillery sights.
Oh yeah, it's got the fucking the graduated.
The artillery sight FN high power.
$600.
I wonder what year it is, because that's going to depend a lot what year it's made. It seems pretty old.
500 fucking yards. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting real optimistic there, Mike.
Yeah. Got a bunch more fudge shit coming up. Oh,
TZ75. What the fuck's a TZ75? Never even heard of that before. Who makes a fucking TZ75?
Oh, Tanfoglio. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
like some Italian high power copy.
Yeah, it's a clone. Yeah.
I mean, it looks kind of nice, but
yeah, it's a nice gun, but not for fucking. Well, 550. Yeah, we'll see.
That's not so bad.
Belt buckle revolver. Oh my god, $275 for this piece of shit. Yeah, you sit down, your fucking gun fucking hangs over and hits the trigger and shoots the person in the booth next to you at your local fucking shitty greasy street
and you
diner.
powder burn the underside of your fucking gut because it's just over the fucking barrel.
Jesus, Proust. Like, seriously.
That's fucking bad.
It's not great. Oh, 325. We're just going to keep going with this.
Yeah. Somebody wants it. It's got the turquoise on it, Mike. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's got the turquoise on it. It adds the value. 400. 375. Damn. 22 Magnum Winchester.
750.
Now, I have to buy a lever gun at some point. I know I want it in 30-30.
Oh, I do as well, and I want one in 30-30. I also would not mind having one of the Henry Big Boys in the 357-38.
True. But I want one in 30-30, and I'm torn between a Winchester 94.
Yep, we've established on the last stream that you want the fucking 28-inch. Yep. So yeah, I mean, here's a carbine length.
Yep, carbine length barrel.
Still
Is that-
awesome. That this fucking rifle right here has
Mhm.
dropped more fucking game in the United States, like big game.
North America in general, yeah.
Yeah, North America, yeah, exactly. And then I think any other platform of firearm.
3030 is still a very popular hunting cartridge to this day.
Yeah, it's the 3030 is not a bad hunting round at all. It's not a bad
It's
just
great.
round in general.
So I got to get one. I got to get a lever gun so I could be American.
And Canadian, Jesus Christ, these things
Fair.
they're all over Canada.
Yeah, they didn't make them in Canada though. It's an American gun.
What do you mean?
So the Winchester 94, super popular in Canada. It's actually the gun that the Mounties have on like all their awards and badges and stuff. Is actually a Winchester 94. None of them are made in Canada though. There's no lever guns.
They're all made in the U.S.
Yeah, they're all U.S. made. And
yeah, but they fucking ship them to the Canadians because it's a frontier rifle. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a fantastic rifle. Yep. Yeah. Oh, definitely the Winchester 94 and all the rest of those, definitely American, like 100%. Because the Europeans didn't come up with it. No,
they didn't like lever guns except for Turkey. Turkey was apeshit for lever guns. But
do they design and manufacture them, or do they just buy them?
They bought a shit ton of.
Yeah, so it's an American gun. Then you're correct.
Yeah, it is an American gun. They never. There's the only country that ever really made lever guns and actually used them was America. Nobody else really ever developed their own or did their own thing or used them in any capacity. But
lever guns are fucking quick.
Oh my God. That's the thing.
Bam,
Everyone
bam,
else
bam.
is using a single shot fucking breech loader, and the Americans are like, Except for the Swiss. The Swiss were like bolt action.
Straight pull. Yep.
No, well,
the Vetterli. Yeah, I know the Vetterli.
Bolt action.
Yes, yeah. I know the Vetterli. Like that was actually a really early design, and then
that was light years ahead. The fucking couple years after the Civil War, Swiss were like 12-shot bolt action rifle. Everyone else is like, rifling might be a great idea.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a piss. You want to take a piss break?
Sure. I gotta grab another drink too. I'm out of Pepsi.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like just random guns and shit, so it doesn't matter.
Random ARs and Ruger Mini 14s. I'm back. Gun crime into knife crime? No, they're just getting rid of handguns. They don't like handguns in Canada. It's not even all handguns. It's just semi-automatic handguns. You can still own a revolver pretty easily. But handguns are a no-no. You don't need a handgun. They're terrible. What's up, you guys? You probably noticed I'm at a weird angle. I'm on my brand new computer desk. I made a stream yesterday where we did an ASMR where I put together this brand new L-shaped computer desk. So, because I used to have everything on my old kitchen table there. And now it's just holding my vest that I have to put the Yib Yab shoulder strap on. Hey. Lots of stuff kill people. The Bible even has multiple places where they put whole cultures to the sword. Guns have a long ways to go before they catch up to the deaths that knives have done. So, but I got mine. It's right here. Just touching it right now on my desk, just in case I can't get to my smelly fast enough. Got my handgun here. My Sig 210. The Henry Templeton Rye Whiskey Edition Golden Boy. All right. I mean, I like rye whiskey. $900 is starting. Damn. That's pricey. That's fucking pricey. I don't think I need a limited edition whiskey lever gun that bad. We're talking about knives in my Discord right now because I have to buy a new knife because my work won't let me use my Besh Wedge or my Gerber Mark II because they're too aggressive, apparently. The best AR ever made, the AR-7, in my opinion. The best Armalite rifle ever made. You're just in time, Mike. They're selling the best Armalite rifle ever made, the AR-7.
$275 fucking dollars, 300 now.
Well, this is one of the new Henry made ones, so they're cool though. They float. Take them down. They all fit the stock.
Oh, they float.
They float.
They float.
So if you're out like river rafting or packing up in the Northwoods, in the Northwest, like a true survivalist, they float. If your gun drop it in the water, it floats. To be fair, there isn't many guns out there that float.
Right.
So, we're getting up to the Winchester Super X. Is that the one with the 3.5 inch chamber that we were talking about? The just pain train of a shotgun? The Super Magnum chamber?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Well, that's no fun. Super X Model 1. That would be where it would say.
2 3/4.
That's it?
That's what it says.
It's not very super. It's terrible.
Made in New Haven, Connecticut. It's fun because they have a lot of really bad gun laws in Connecticut.
Yeah, which is why why everyone's been moving from Connecticut to fucking Tennessee to make guns.
Yeah.
Because what were the gun companies that pulled out of Connecticut and started building in FN, SIG?
Colt.
Yeah, Colt moved out of Connecticut into Tennessee.
No,
well, Colt went bankrupt. They got bought. CZ bought them,
yeah.
And CZ makes their guns in Tennessee. So
yeah,
I think they have a factory somewhere else though too. I think CZ has another factory too, maybe in like Georgia. It's a couple of them. 1887 lever action.
1886, yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
It'd be a trench gun if it wasn't a hunting version.
Oh, you can just fucking swap out the barrel and put the heat shield and all that shit on there, but like, well, no, it's got the wrong stock on it too.
Yep, and you'd have to.
Yeah.
No, it's got the right tube length. That's nice.
The right tube length, but like,
yeah,
it's the stock is not right.
Yep.
I mean, 1897 is a great fucking shotgun.
Hey, that's the introduction of pumps right there. There's actually a lot of older ones that go back to like Civil War times, but they weren't great. Yep. Henry had a pump action shotgun, actually. Same guy that did the lever action.
All right, for everybody watching, you guys are fucking boring in the chat. So I'm going to ask you all a question. It's a would you rather. So would you rather put a nail underneath your big toenail and kick a wall straight on, or dive into a dumpster full of foreskins?
I mean, I do the foreskins. But
nobody
not,
asked
like,
you, Devin. Are you in the chat? Are you?
I am in the chat. I can type in the chat right now.
Are you not on the stream? Like, let's not make this about you, Devin.
Okay.
But yeah, question. Yeah. So answer that in the chat. I know we're gonna have like a billion fucking responses at first. Okay, of course. Or try to one up the fucking question. Yeah, fuck that. You whatever you say from here on out, I'm not gonna listen to. I'm not gonna acknowledge because you
can't follow basic instructions.
Can't follow basic fucking instructions. It's a simple question.
This is why the military is falling apart. People like this.
Oh, fuck yes.
Like I said, Mike, I know we're doomed the second we go to Velcro boots.
I think I mentioned this on a stream before, but like, there was literally a kid in basic with me. He was from inner city Atlanta.
Who couldn't tie his boots?
No, he wore Velcro his whole life.
Yeah, the Space Force actually is trying to get a model of Velcro boots approved.
Oh, Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
know, right? But that's the Space Force. They're a joke anyways, so. Imagine like tanker boots, but Velcro instead of like straps.
Okay, so Brian Long, if you're not immediately repulsed, fucking decide and convey your actual choice. I don't need an explanation. I don't need a life story. I just am curious what people would prefer to do.
Foreskin.
We'll talk about that, but let's get everybody's answers in. Let's get
Okay.
them all in the chat, like answering this, not fucking skirting around the question or trying to be more funny and like, or stick your hand in a blender until the motor stops. It's like, no, these are your two options. That's it. There is no other shit. It's
Yeah.
So nobody's answering. This is beautiful, and there's a lot
I
of people
answered, but you said I couldn't, which is.
Listen here, penis. You're on.
I followed instructions.
You're on the live stream, okay?
Yeah.
You're not just watching, right? You're in this shit. Watching all these FUD guns go for. Well,
Ithaca 37 featherweight 12 gauge. That's actually a nice shotgun.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got one solid answer for foreskin. Okay.
Good. He followed instructions.
Dumpster full of foreskins. All right, you guys, the other one, you guys have to answer. Come on. Like, we've got to get this going because there is a madness to the method. We have to know what people's mentality is. And this is a great way to just answer it with one question. It's a simple question. It's a very simple question.
You just have to say nail or foreskin.
Right.
Basically, yes or no.
Okay, so we've got one for the toe, for the nail and the toe. Once all the answers are in, we'll move on to the next part of the conversation, which is going to be fucking awesome.
Oh. Toe. Okay, 2 for toe.
What?
2 for toe now. Three for toe.
And I know why.
4 for toe. Five for toe.
Yeah, I'll explain to you why.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
6 for toe.
Start counting on your fucking feet.
You don't trust me to be able to keep score?
Nope.
Ooh, the Winchester Model 12, the
votes.
other World War I shotgun.
Yeah, MPs. Never really, as far as my research is concerned, has never made it to the front.
Not as widespread at all as the 1897. So. I think that's probably everybody that wants to answer anyways.
I'm going to get a couple more. So we do have another one. It's not on the chat, so I'm not going to count it. But the other one from a friend of mine was toe.
Okay, 7 for toe, 1 for foreskin.
Yep. I'm gonna get one more guy that I like and respect a lot to come on here and answer honestly in the chat. You might recognize this guy, but like I just want one more answer, and then we're gonna get into.
What's the correct answer?
Here's the thing: is there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. There's just answers.
That's
Okay,
fair.
not a big deal. Not a big, and I appreciate everybody's honesty and their vulnerability and whatever. And then I will also give my answer and explain why. And then Devin can give his answer in an actual factual manner before we go into dissect this. But I just want to wait for this one guy to get here because yeah, Devin knows him. I know it's fucking fun. Just I didn't give him like a link to the actual like being in the stream, just like getting in the chat.
Told him hurry up, get up here.
Yeah, he hasn't seen the fucking message yet, of course. Like we've been messaging, but like,
oh god damn it, people's children, I tell you, right?
Yep. So nobody else. Seriously, nobody else wants to answer that question, and that's it's like sad to me. It's very disappointing to me that none of the viewers want to answer a question that was very simple, had two options, and you had to choose one. For those who did answer, you guys are awesome. It's about to get real fun.
Real fun?
Yeah, real fun.
I'm all for it. The Browning A5.
Yeah. Oh, it's an FN. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's a great shotgun, by the way.
They kind of hurt, but yeah, they are good shotguns.
Right. It's for that time period, like it was fucking
the first like commercially successful semi-automatic shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the creme de la creme of
And the fact that they still fucking make them must mean
that
they're that good. So
exactly. So
there's a fucking Magnum one. I don't know which one would hurt more, the Browning A5 Light 12 gauge or the Browning Magnum 12 gauge.
Oh, let's see what this is. So this has got to be a 3.5 inch.
No, Magnum's 3.
Really?
Super Magnum's 3.5.
Okay. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Not good.
Ooh.
It was a little bit of a verp.
I wonder which one would hurt more, the Magnum A5 or the lightweight A5.
Oh yeah, the Browning A5 Light. Oh, it's shorter barrel and it's a fucking, oh man.
That one probably would hurt more. Oh, this one doesn't have the big recoil pad on it either.
Nope.
Ooh.
So some hardcore motherfucker. Special 12 gauge. Oh, it's only 2 3/4.
Yeah. Because it's not a
But
Magnum,
yeah, it would still be a bitch, but like
yeah. I feel like the light would probably hurt more.
All right, well, the question isn't being answered by the person that remember
so
Bart?
Going 7-1.
Remember Bart?
Yep.
So I asked him, I was like, hey, come on there and I'll re-explain the question, but he hasn't seen the thing yet, and I don't want to wait around. So but my answer would also be the toe nail. Like the nail underneath the toe. And yours, Devin?
Sportskins.
Okay. I'm gonna explain to you. There's been years of me analyzing this, right? So this is kind of a loaded.
I have more of a life than this, but
yeah, I was asked this at 18 years old.
And you're how old now? So how long have you been thinking about this?
A while. And I said foreskins at the beginning, right? I said foreskins. That was my thing. Then you think about it and you go, okay. So you put a nail underneath your big toenail. It doesn't say what size nail or whatever, but like it's still gonna fucking hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kick a fucking wall. Ouch. Bam. Oh, wow. Pain. It goes away, it heals. You're good to go. Diving into a dumpster full of foreskins, you're gonna catch something.
Not really.
It's so
just keep your mouth shut.
It's no, sir. You're gonna catch something. It's gonna get into your eyes. It's gonna get into your nose. You're gonna catch something from one of those foreskins, guaranteed.
I don't
It's
know.
a
They
softer
normally take
landing.
foreskins off when they're like children. It's not
Yeah,
like
they're
adults
baby.
doing
That's
it.
what I'm saying. It's like
So they don't really have anything.
Oh, really? Okay. Why don't you go research how HIV and or AIDS is passed down? Herpes is passed down from the mother to the child. Why don't you go tell me that there's nothing that a baby can have?
I'm not saying there's nothing, but there's a very small chance if you're not stupid. Don't dive in with your mouth open and close your fucking eyes.
Okay, it's on the fucking skin outside your eyes afterwards, and it gets in there, it seeps in there because your eyes have a lot of fluid in them. You're gonna be dealing with that illness or that fucking whatever, and you're probably get more sick than just
But
dealing with
it's a
dealing with.
dumpster full of foreskins, so it's like dried blood. It's not like
Yeah, well, what does your
wet
body have
mush.
in it? What does your body have in it? It has fluid, and that fluid will reactivate the fluid that's dried now and get into your system somehow. Now, the nail is temporary pain. It sucks. It's awful. It's temporary pain. You don't have to deal with the consequences potentially of diving into a dumpster full of foreskins with rampant diseases, bacteria, whatever that can affect you for the rest of your life, right?
Sure. Except the most common infected, injury is the toe. And because there's a lot of bacteria and gross shit that seeps through the bottom of your feet and stuff. That's why like toe fungus is so prevalent and why a lot of toe surgeries and ingrown
Yeah,
toenails and stuff get infected. They have like an 80% infection rate.
yeah, yeah.
That
Trust
actually
me, I
ends
know.
up a lot of times in like amputations. You probably have a higher chance of getting
Oh,
an infection that will kill you
fucking okay,
from doing the
okay,
nail in the toe than by diving into a dumpster full of foreskin.
okay. Here's the thing: what's easier to treat? A topical infection that you can get the pus out of and clean it up, or herpes?
It's hard to if it's under your toenail, because that's probably where it's going to develop.
Okay. Again, what is easier to treat? A topical infection underneath your toenail, right? Topical meaning outside of the body.
There's no guarantee you're going to get herpes though. Just like there's no guarantee you're going to get an infection.
So do you want to risk that on this bet?
I'll still jump into a dumpster full of foreskins. I'm not too concerned about it.
Whew.
I've been vaccinated. So
Yeah, me too, but I haven't been vaccinated against herpes, HIV, or AIDS.
that's fine. I'll fucking jump onto a fucking big pile of foreskins and roll around. That's not going to bother me
Okay.
too much. I'll turn the
I
garden
presented
hose
my
on
case.
me,
You
and
presented
then
yours.
I'll wipe myself off with fucking soap, and we're done.
So, you know.
And we're done. There you go. You just keep your mouth shut, keep your eyes shut, and fucking wash yourself with soap. You're good to go. Just like you don't get a toe infection and stuff like that if you fucking wash your feet with soap. You know how many people actually wash their feet when they get in the shower or the bath or something like that? Very few, because it
I
turns
do, and
out
I
a
still
lot
get
of
ingrown
people.
toenails with infections. So hey.
Yeah, but a lot of people physically can't reach over to like wash their toes.
Well,
and
that's
stuff.
true. It's like I'd like to clip my toenails and breathe at the same time, but I've accepted that I can't do those.
Yeah. So people just don't wash their feet, and that's why you've seen it. People that walk around with their sandals on, and they really like shouldn't.
Oh, it's like purple and like
Yeah,
there's
and it's like,
there's
okay,
people
well,
like
you need to
with
wash your
the
goddamn
nice
feet.
neon green pus like
Yeah.
sacks
Mhm.
behind that, like lighting up the purple and
Yep.
like accentuating it. Yeah,
Yep.
it's
So
not good. Yeah.
yeah. So no, I'd rather do the foreskins and just keep my eyes and my mouth shut and just rinse myself off. I don't need to be fucking risking possible amputation because I was dumb enough to wedge a thumbtack underneath my toenail.
Not a thumbtack, a nail.
They have nails that are smaller than thumbtacks.
That's very true. I didn't say what size nail, but okay, you're right. But it's not a thumbtack though. It has to be a nail.
Okay, well, fine. 8-inch deck nail.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, so good luck with that one. You're going to be kicking that wall a while.
Yeah, it's. I love that meme a couple years ago. Like I just told you, like it's like goals for the new year: be able to clip my toenails and breathe at the same time.
Yep, I can.
Well, yeah, so can I, obviously. Like,
But yeah, no, I'm still doing foreskin all the way because That's
All
a
right, you
chance.
do your thing.
And
You
I'm
do your thing.
just gonna use proper hygiene afterwards. It's like the same people that roll around in shit like farmers do with cow shit. That has tons of diseases. Probably have a better chance of getting a disease from cow shit and pig shit and stuff.
So
Getting into your
AIDS
mouth
and
and your eyes.
HIV came from cows and pigs?
I didn't say HIV or AIDS. You can get something. Your chances of probably getting something or like tapeworms or some other bullshit from walking around in
Tapeworms
cow
are
and
easy
pig
to get
shit.
rid of. You take fucking antibiotics. You take fucking
Yeah, but like
anti-parasitic
these
medication.
guys do that their whole lives and they'll go without getting a disease.
All
You
right,
know why?
well,
Because they wash.
Here's the thing, penis. How do you get rid of herpes?
Antivirals. They have those. That's the thing.
No, you are incorrect. There is no fucking cure for herpes. There are treatments, but there's no actual, like, it's going to be out of your
There's
body.
no
You're good
cure
to
for
go.
HIV or AIDS too, but if you take your antivirals within 48 hours of getting it, you're fine.
Whoa, oh, wow. Aren't we giving the medical advice here? Holy
It's a
shit.
real thing. I had to take a bunch of antivirals actually after I got stabbed by possibly contaminated needles, and fine. So
You might have gotten lucky too. I'm just saying, the foreskins. Here, okay, Devin, just work with me here. A dumpster full of foreskins. That means we're probably talking about 20 to 30,000 people.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right?
I'll jump in them, wash, take my 2 antivirals, and go on with my life.
Okay.
I'm 99% confident I'll be just fine right there because I can't guarantee 100, but I'm not. You can't guarantee 100 with the nail either. So
right. Well, a quick scream and dealing with it for the next couple weeks is like better than possibly getting a fucking
or getting your foot amputated because you don't wash your feet right, which most people don't, and not being able to walk for a little while, and
you can still walk.
Meanwhile, I just fucking get out of the dumpster, take a shower, and take 2 pills, and you're set. Fucking let's go. Move on with our lives.
Okay. All right.
Golden. Right there. See?
All right. Yeah, I mean, you've made your decision.
I will say this, though. Antiviral pills, it's like chemotherapy. Your body just hurts.
Yeah, it's not good.
They're awful. They're so rough on your system. But it beats getting AIDS. It beats getting, HIV. It beats getting herpes. It beats getting,
Well, you can't get AIDS, right? Like
if you catch it within 48 hours of exposure,
you get HIV, and then
exposure,
it evolves into AIDS. You know that, right?
Yes, but it's if you catch possible exposure to like herpes simplex and all this the viruses and stuff, you can take these within 48 hours, and it will basically purge your whole system, and it has like a 99% effective rate at killing viruses and simplexes and stuff in your body, but it is very hard on your organs. It is very hard on your body, and they make you very, very sick.
Yeah, glad I never had to. Oh, here we go. Like we're almost to the actual like Springfield Motor 1890 spring.
The 1989.
The 1989, yeah, the 1989 Craig. That's a nice one, actually.
That is a pretty nice one, actually.
Let's see. So we're just guys, we're shooting the shit for a bit, and then we're gonna get into like the cool stuff. These auctions, like they usually have like a cluster of like civilian firearms that we know nothing about, whatever. And then they have like cool shit like this, the 1989 3040 Craig, and then the 1903 Mark 1. Those are expensive now.
They are very expensive.
Oh, the puss pad on the back.
Oh, why would they do that?
Does it have the swoop back? Oh, I believe it's still a straight bolt. Hold on. Oh, it's a swoop back. Never mind.
Yeah.
The angle I just couldn't see.
It's pretty nice
shape.
That's
parkerized. That's a good shape, though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the window cut out for the Pedersen. Yep.
That's a nice rifle, dude.
It is. How much do you think it'll go for?
I think at least 15. At least.
Fair. I want to see how much the last production Krag apparently ever went
1989.
Yeah.
So, Jesus, Proust. Yeah, it's like
that's the one that has the tangent still. Doesn't have the Buffington fucking ladder sight, right? The 96.
Yeah, I'm gonna. What's the 98? But like this is it's
the 90. Well, the 98 has the Buffington. It's like the 1903. It's got the tangent. Yeah.
Where the fuck is a picture? Oh, nice. I wonder if a boomer took these pictures.
Yeah, right.
Weird, right?
Just going right down the rifle. Yep. Yeah, it's got the tangent.
Yeah, I'm just like trying to get a good picture of it. Like, what the fuck? Okay,
You
let's get the
passed it
bayonet
already.
too. Let's get the bayonet. I would say actually 1800 with the bayonet and the. Oh, nice.
Oh, it's got the scabbard too.
Shit, the original. Like, damn.
Yeah, the belt clip one.
Go on the Mills belt. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so. Yeah, nice.
The tangent sight. It's the 96 tangent sight. Yeah.
Fuck. So this might actually go for $2,000 then.
Yeah, it'll go for quite a lot because the 96s are kind of rare. Because they only made them for 2 years.
It's boring. It's boring watching the shit that we don't care about. But like, we're about
Us
to get
being
into some
nerds.
cool shit.
Hey, at least we talked about foreskin for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
That'll perk us up in the algorithms.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to help.
A Stroger Luger. Stoger. Look at that.
Jesus Christ. I mean, what are we doing here? Like, somebody just get a fucking Luger, man.
It looks like a Nambu more than a Luger.
Oh yeah, it looks like a Papa Nambu. Yeah, the fucking what the hell model was that? The 89. What
yeah, or
type?
whatever.
Yeah, I forgot the type. I don't fucking quote me on that because
The
I
Type
fucked
14.
that up. No, the Type 14 is the bigger one. This looks like the smaller like Grandpa or Papa Nambu.
The Type 14 was the Papa Nambu. The Grandpa Nambu was the older one.
Grandpa,
Type
yeah,
12
the Grandpa.
Or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. It looks like a combination of both those pistols.
Mm-hmm.
Combined.
It's a little 22 Luger.
Yeah, it's a 22. It's some boomer. Oh yeah, it's live. Okay, so this is $180. Okay, not bad.
Not good. It's a 22 fucking
Oh,
Luger.
here we go.
It doesn't even really look like a Luger.
No, it looks like a fucking combination of the two Nambu style pistols that were used in World War II. And it's
That's
22. Like, okay, have fun with that.
Ooh, 22 long rifle Walther.
What?
$600.
I guess they know something that we don't. Like, that's fucking insane, dude.
It's like a PPK, but now it's just shrunk down to be a vest gun.
Right.
But you could get like a 25 ACP or a 22 long rifle vest gun for half the price.
So are they going to remove the bids or what are we doing here? Oh, wait, once.
They were just talking it up, probably.
Yep. Twice. Sold. I'm glad you got your fucking 22 vest gun for 600 or probably $800. XDM compacts. No.
40. It's got the works with it though.
Yeah, it does. And XDs and the XDMs are like actually pretty good pistols. I like them.
Oh, the next one though, Mike. People are gonna go crazy for that one.
It's a 1911 and 22.
It's a SIG 1911 and 22.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have mentioned that.
Because SIG makes a nice 1911.
Yeah, but it's a fucking 22.
Yeah, but it's still a 1911.
And we're at 550 starting bid, right? Online.
Yeah. Hopefully this guy gets it for that.
Oh, nope. Oh, wait, no. Somebody on site outbid him or outbid that price. And then he was like, no, yeah, there you go.
$600.
I bid 1,000 on this one. It's 1911 20. Okay, so a Taurus PT 145 in 45 ACP. That looks like a miserable gun to shoot. A 45 that's that small, that's going to be a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, look at how tiny the fucking barrel is on that too.
That's what I mean. Like,
you're going to get such piss poor performance out of a 45 ACP with a barrel that small. You're going to have so much unburnt powder and garbage.
A high point going for $100.
And 40.
Yep.
Big boy high point.
We're good. Like, let that person get it for $75. They're not comfortable. They're not pretty, but they work.
They do work.
I've actually never had a malfunction with my CF380. Never.
Yeah.
and it's accurate as shit. It performs well. Oh, we got $100 now, so we're at about 150 or 60.
I mean, I'd buy a high point for $100. Why not?
Yeah, and I paid 35 for mine.
Yep.
Beautiful. Nice. So somebody got an actual good deal.
Ooh, a Caltech.
Yeah, P-1722 long rifle, $200. So this is going for more than the high point in 40 caliber in 40 something Wesson. Like, I mean, really, what the fuck are we doing here?
Well, that guy's fucking probably just ecstatic he bought a high point in 40 for like $100.
Now we're at $200 for this.
He's probably 150 all said and done into that fucking high point.
225, 250.
People like their Caltechs. I think the best gun they ever made though was the fucking KSG. But
caliber 45. If this is a 45 ACP, why the fuck would you want to
single shot Derringer?
Oh my god, that would hurt so bad to shoot.
They make Derringers in 45-70.
Yeah. Again, we'll go back to Jurassic Park. Just because they could doesn't mean they should.
That's fair.
You know, like, okay, so $120 for a single shot wrist breaker.
Yep.
Have fun.
Well, that looks like a cool little gun.
It's like a Star BM in 380.
Yeah.
It's shorter than a BM, but like, yeah, it's whatever.
It's like a me-sized handgun.
Yep.
That's fine. Smith & Wesson, 357.
Smith makes a good revolver.
They do make a good revolver. I don't own a revolver. I have to get one still. And Smith & Wesson's high on the list.
Yeah, this is actually like, I mean, it's used, but like, I don't know, 500 for a Smith. Yeah, now we're getting kind of stupid.
Yeah. Or I should buy a GP100 like you have, because for some reason I shoot really good with that.
Oh yeah, you've shot plenty of rounds on that, and like that's a great revolver.
I wiped the star off the Yugoslavian 89 with that.
$675 for a fucking used Smith.
They might know something we don't.
Oh, 44 mag. So this will go for $1,000, guaranteed.
Probably.
Guaranteed.
Highway Patrolman. That's the next one up.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Oh, well, here we go. Here we
go. Yep.
650, 675. Damn, actually not a bad price.
Bad, yeah.
Nope,
that's
not
pretty
bad.
decent.
Not bad.
The good old Highway Patrolman.
I just want to see the boomers in the audience and like fighting with each other. Oh, this is an old fucker.
Yeah.
I mean, really old. Come on. So we're at 550. Yeah, the faux pearl. Mother of pearl.
Yep. Good old Highway Patrolman.
It's a cool little handgun. I wouldn't pay that much for it, but like
some people want it.
So this is a cool gun.
It's got a heavy ass barrel on her.
Fuck yeah.
That's probably nice though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Smith, again, they make great revolvers. 725. And again, I have no idea on this, so.
Sold, all right. 22, all right.
Yay.
Already up to starting bid $500.
Come on.
We're getting down there. The 1989 Craig.
I'll be back in about 2 minutes before we get started on the surplus stuff.
All right. All right, guys, back to just me. Yeah, I fought back on the foreskin argument. I think I'd rather do foreskin than possibly toe infection. There's a very high probability you'll get toe infection. Just saying. I clean my feet very religiously. Gotta do it. Gots to. Ooh, the hammerless. Get to go take my concealed carry course on the 29th. Since I work for the government, it's going to be free as well. So that's going to be nice. So now the question is Tokarev, Steyr-Hahn, or Sig 210? That's the real question. Ooh, Mike's going to miss it now. God, why is this one so expensive? Why do people want it so bad? $500 to start. That's not a bad deal. If somebody could get this for like less than $1,000, that's a really fucking good deal on a Craig. Really fucking good deal on a Craig. I can't say, actually. A lot of people have been asking me, but I actually can't say. So.
Oh, here we go.
That's right. We're up to $850. I was just telling them if we could get it for less than $1,000, that's a fucking hell of a deal.
Yeah, that's a great deal. With the bayonet and the early sight.
Yeah, the 1896 pattern. Because I assume he meant to be 1899, but it's definitely the 1896 variant. So.
No, it's an 1898 rifle. It's just got the early. Oh, that's not a bad deal at all.
No, that's not a bad deal. That was fucking great.
Yeah, it's an 1898, but it's got the old sights on it, which usually were updated to the fucking
the Buffington.
Yeah, whatever I have. Yeah, the Buffington.
It's the same thing that's on the 1903. Yeah.
Yep.
The battle computer. The Buffington battle computer.
Yeah, it's really fucking intricate.
It is really intricate, but boy, can you fucking dial that thing in.
Yep. So $750 for a Mark I's not terrible. Oh shit. That's
fuck. I
good.
wish I would have bid on that because I don't.
This is an actual Dragoon. Hold on. So 500 for. Oh my god, it is.
Dragoon.
No,
it's not. It's a long rifle.
Yeah, because of the sights. Yes,
it's a long rifle. Dragoon. It's not a Dragoon.
Oh, wait a second.
No, it's a long rifle.
I believe this is a Dragoon.
No, it's not. It's a long rifle that the Finns fucking slapped a 9130 barrel on. So.
Okay. Polish M44. 350 is not bad.
Ooh. The RFI infield jungle carbine. In 308.
It's nickel or chrome plated.
Oh, gross. Is it, or is it just in the white? Real shittily.
What the fuck? Yeah, this has Bubba.
That's definitely fucked with, yeah.
Yep. Still, for an actual like deer rifle, now we're getting out of the range of.
Yeah, their MOA is not really good enough to be a deer rifle.
Oh, this has been fucked.
A commercial fucked.
Oh,
that sucks too, because that's such
a.
Oh,
God damn.
And look at the sight on it too. That's the other thing.
What?
If you look at the rear sight on it, what can you tell me what's weird about that rear sight?
Well, yeah, it's not a fucking. Yeah, it's not an 07 fucking sight. It's. Where the fuck were the pictures? Looks like a fucking. No, I can't tell you what's weird about it, I guess.
It's a 1902. It's a navy pattern SMLE.
Oh, that's fun. 275 they got it for.
They're super rare.
So we've got a 1918 Mark III Star.
That's all right. Star's a good rifle.
Yeah, they didn't say it was a Star. It was just fun. And this is, well, actually 350 nowadays, not a bad deal.
That's a steal for them because they're going for
not
like
bad, not bad. Congrats.
Yeah,
Whoever
that's a
got
fucking
that.
hell of a deal. They're going for like $1,000 now.
Yeah,
So.
it's like, so it's an Argentine Mauser. Let's see if he's got the crest.
Pretty
Probably
good shape.
not. Yeah, a lot of them are, but like they just, if they had the crest, it's going to go for a lot more.
It's going to go for a lot more.
So it's Luva, so it's an antique. 6145. Oh, the barrel's been replaced.
Yep. She's been scrubbed.
Yep. So this is about a $400 rifle, $300 to $400 rifle. So we'll see.
$50 for an SKS stock.
Mm.
Oh, there's an 1898 Craig as well.
Oh, looks like a carbine clone.
Yeah, because where's its upper handguard? That's definitely a cut down long rifle.
Yep.
That sucks.
Very common. All right, so 220, or no, sorry. 250, 300. We're at retail right now.
We're at retail, yeah.
For a scrub 1891. Cool. Not terrible.
Too bad. Yeah. Fair price. An 1892 Spanish Mauser. If it's an actual 1892, it's worth a lot of money. Or they mistyped 1893.
That's an 1893.
Well, they're pretty much the same, except for a couple tiny little.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely an 1893.
It's 1893
because it's a Spanish-made one. Yeah.
Yeah, Oviedo. Which those are actually really good rifles. Like, I don't want to like fuck over people that like them, but like.
Spanish Mauser's fucking great.
They're really good rifles. They're so cheap though because they're like, oh, they're pieces of shit.
No, fuck no, they're not.
No.
The 1893 was the most massively adopted Mauser until the 1898 came along.
And 7x57 is that was Mauser's original cartridge, like you said, but like it's better than the 8mm, I think.
It is. 7mm Mauser is the best fucking Mauser cartridge you could get. So the South American countries had it.
Dude, I hope somebody gets this for 180. That would be awesome.
That would be fucking fantastic.
Nope. Of course not.
250. It's a fucking good shape rifle too, even though it's one of the kind of after World War I Spanish ones. They're not bad guns. They're still nice.
They're fucking awesome shooters. They're fucking reliable. They're built well.
Yep. Like, and they're cock on close.
Well, still 250 is not terrible. Oh, oof. Of course, the internet. Yeah. Oh, Monte Carlo.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Monte Carlo stock. Yeah. Let's look at the bayonet though, which is good.
That is kind of cool.
Oh, that's not a fucking. What the fuck is
this?
It's
a 1953. Oh, it's an 02. It's Chinese.
No, it's
not.
Oh, no,
it's Hungarian.
It's Hungarian. That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah, it's Hungarian.
Okay, $200 if you want to restore that. More power to you.
It's pretty easy. Drop a stock on.
Well, yeah.
Oh
no.
A Lithgow Smelly.
So what were we at in the price? So we're at $80, $100, 150. Okay,
you could still restore it.
Yeah, you can still restore it.
They didn't chop it down, so.
What's the fucking date, man? Come on. These boomer pictures are driving me fucking nuts. Oh, it's a 1943. Yeah, so right now you're at about retail.
Yep.
Like when you have to restore everything to original.
Yeah, well, the stocks are like $500. Yeah.
So this is a 1938. Okay, let's see. So this is a
9138.
No, it's a TS. It's a fucking 38 carbine.
It's fixed rear sight.
Yeah, it's a TS. It's a 38 TS.
Yeah.
With a K98 bayonet on it.
Is it one of the 8mm converted ones?
The 8mm conversions?
Could be. That'd be sweet if it was.
Yeah, it's the K98 bayonet. That's an S98. It's a 42 dated. Huh.
I don't think it's converted. I think somebody probably just wedged the bayonet onto the fucking lug.
Yeah, maybe. So this is an 1892. I would love to have one of these, but there's something weird about this.
It's the label.
God, just take good pictures, please, of the markings. 375.
They don't want to.
I might have actually bid on that fucker if I could have had better pictures.
Yeah.
But
I mean, 375 is not super bad.
Siamese Mauser.
A Siamese.
I love mine. I just cannot wait to get ammo to shoot it.
I know, right? When are they going to start making it?
Well, Alex
Soon,
from Steinel,
hopefully?
I've told them.
Because there's enough of these around. I'm surprised nobody is. Like, whoever
Right.
started making it would corner the market on that. The fucking
Yeah, 'cause they're
Potbelly
fucking-
Mauser.
So that sold for 240. That's actually pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Chinese, I don't know if this is CNR or whatever. But yeah, it's a bunch of fudge shit here afterwards. Let's see what we got going on here. Yeah, it's an Norinco. That's a 90s manufactured.
Norinco. It's not bad.
Yep.
It's in good shape.
Dude, the SKS is one of my favorite rifles ever.
I agree.
Oh, I guess. Well, no, here we go. Which shit coming up. So.
All right. Second question, Mike.
Yeah.
Go for it. Second question. Lay it on him.
Oh, well, I'm looking right now. Oh yeah, this is all fucking.
A J.C. Higgins. A Remington 12-22.
Yeah, this is way. This is gonna take so fucking long. And then knives. Fuck this. All right. Basically,
we don't need to get that far into it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking shit can the auction stream because there's like. Yep, there's nothing else left on there worth a fuck. So. Well, shit, we did 2 hours on a fucking stream. I mean, it was a good auction. They had some cool shit.
Yeah, like, and some people got some sweet fucking deals, like that 1896. Props to that guy, fucking golf clap there.
Yeah, what was an 1898 with an 1896 sight on it? It was shorter. Like the 1896 is like the handguard and everything's a lot long.
Yeah,
like,
it goes all the way to the.
Yeah, so but like post. Yeah, it still was an unfucked with sight, which is an early manufactured non-fucked with rifle, which is really cool.
That is pretty sweet.
But yeah, it's like so people got deals, which is fine. I love that.
I do. I like seeing that as well. It gives me a lot of hope for the collectors out there.
Yeah, even though shit's still so fucking expensive. But
that reminds me, I got to put some 303 on order.
What kind of 303?
Just whatever for hunting, because I have 1 round left.
Well, I have a shitload of like 303.
I'd prefer soft tips, but I'd take FMJ.
Well, you have to have soft tips legally. If a game warden catches you with Full Metal Jacket,
yeah,
not good.
So, but I only need like a box. I just gotta find a box.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like I see the spot for it everywhere, but it hasn't just come back into stock here yet. So I'll have to order some.
Here, let me do some digging really quick.
Yeah, that's fair. I just take my tin snips and just snip the end of the bullet off, then you're good to go.
Well, good luck.
That's all right.
Yeah, shit, they don't have it.
Because I'm gonna take the number 4 out. I know where to get some. It's just that I was hoping to find a couple boxes around here rather than having to like order some.
Where
So
did you find some?
there's a couple different places, but I have to buy 100 rounds if I'm gonna buy it. So
Yeah, everything I'm seeing is sold out. Jesus Christ,
yeah,
yeah.
it's just because they haven't made it since COVID, since like 2019. 303 hasn't been like being made. So
It's fucking stupid.
it
If
sucks. Yeah.
if you could secure some well actually nah, it's my parents' place. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to think if I have any soft points.
Probably not. I know you have a lot of FMJs.
Yeah, I got a lot of surplus. But here's the thing is like what I do for deer hunting, like when I hunted with 8mm, I would take the Romanian steel case rounds, I'd dump them out and I'd load them up with a soft point and the correct, powder charge
Yeah.
and use those because then I wouldn't be worried about getting my brass because I'm like they can just fucking fall and then be
Yep.
done.
Who fucking cares? Yeah.
Yep. So
Well, I'm just taking the number 4 out this year, but if I don't find any, I'll just take the M39. So
yeah. I mean,
because
either way
I've
you should
got
be fine.
2 boatloads of Mosin Nagant ammo. I've got so much fucking Mosin Nagant. I got Soft Point 8x56 too. I could take the M95.
I'd rather do an M39.
I'd rather
personally.
take the M39 than the M95 too. Yeah, but
Yep.
I've got a couple 2 boxes of Soft Point 8x56. So
Yeah, it's still like you're gonna be searching for the brass because that's a $2 piece of brass,
That's
But
okay.
no, I think some of the best, like from an M39, some of the best hunting ammo you can get is the Brown Bear 203 grain full metal jack, or I'm sorry, soft point.
Yep, that's what I have. The 203 grain. The fucking
Yep.
steel case. Good to go.
Bam.
That's right.
Yep.
She'll fucking go. And the cool thing is my M39 really likes that heavy fucking ammo too. So
That's because there's a 1 in 8 twist versus a 1 in 14 for a 9130.
so it likes it.
The
Not that it
best
shoots
ammo.
bad with the 174 grain, but it likes the heavy
No.
stuff.
So the best performance I've ever gotten back in the day, and I should have fucking bought more, but I didn't have the money. Out of my M39s was the fucking PKM, like the 182 grain yellow tip.
The
That is like
heavy stuff.
primo
Yep.
performance. Like, I mean, we're talking like MOA at 500 fucking yards.
Yep.
Like within 5 inches at 500 yards.
So if I can't find any 303s, I guess the number 4 is going to have to stay shacked up again for another year hunting.
Yeah, I mean, if you had bullets, I've got powder and I've got fucking.
I don't got any bullets, so either. I had a couple boxes of the federal like commercial stuff.
Yeah.
For hunting, and I shot it. When I bought the number 4 and that SMLE, that struck star, the number 3 star that was converted back to a number 3.
Yep.
I went and I shot it just to shoot both of those because it's all I had. And now I have 1 round left. So
make it count.
I was like, I could be like, I'm confident as fuck and just go out there and load my 1 round of soft point into the number 4, but that's all right. I could probably just put some on order and it should get here fast enough.
I mean, just 1 box. Like 1 box lasted me 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't need a ton. I would like to get 2 boxes, just to have.
Yep.
So I could hold on to it for a long time, but
yeah, and you should be all right.
I'd like to eat this winter for cheap on the cheap. I didn't get any deer last year, which sucked. So, but everyone around me got theirs. So the guy whose property I was on 2 hours before I got out there, he shot 5 of them in 10 minutes. So I was like, you fucker. Yep. Didn't see anything. Sat out there for like 2 days. Didn't fucking see jack shit. So
I would love to take the Martini Henry out and
that would be sweet.
Just fucking wham! Fucking watch the thing just.
Last year I thought about it as like I could take the Ross or I could take the Werndl, and I took the Ross because I knew where the Ross shoots. That's the thing. I can make a couple 100-yard shot very easily with the Ross.
I think what I'll do is like when I get back into hunting, I'm not going to do it this year. I'm not going to hunt this year. So my freezer is full of meat. But like, I think the next like kind of vlog that I do, because I did a vlog in 2016 when I killed 2 deer with my K31, my pristine one.
Yep.
I did a vlog. Of course, it's demonetized because you're hunting animals, you're killing animals. It's like
You
fuck
could do
you.
that now. You could have hunting videos.
Yeah, I know, but like, I'm gonna actually get some bullets for my label, and I'm gonna use that
Ooh,
fucker.
they make soft tip label ammo.
I know they do, yeah, but like, I'm just gonna get the bullets because they're cheaper, and I have a
Yep.
shitload of spent cases that I can reload.
Just reload up some fucking
Yep.
label ammo. There you
Yep,
go.
and use hand loads, and I think the label that's gonna be a fucking beast.
It is. That's the thing. That's why I brought the Ross. I'm like, I know exactly where it's going to shoot at, like
Yep.
400 yards and closer. Like fucking.
Same with me and the label. It's like, yeah, I know exactly. Like at 500 yards,
confidence.
I'm comfortable. Like
Yep.
I'm very comfortable at 500 yards offhand, shooting the label at a target that's 18 by 36 inches. Okay,
Yep.
and it's like, well, that'll be great, and it's also a fucking awesome rifle. I love the label.
Fair.
Did you shoot that last time you were here?
Yeah.
Or?
We shot
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
So we were making hits at 200 yards with that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's easy. It's like you just line up the fucking sights, which are very easy to use, and it's kind of like child's play.
As long as you want that bolt, that's all you got to do. Get the
Well,
elevator.
right, but I'm saying as far as the shot, you got the musket trigger on there.
It's such an the sight radius on it is just long.
Oh,
and
it's beautiful,
fine.
and it's very low profile, and it's like, dude, the musket trigger, just bam, it's so fucking easy to hit shit with that. And so it'd be fun to harvest game with a fucking rifle that's older than my great grandparents.
That was just the thing. I was like, well, you know how everyone's like, they lean their rifle up against their deer after they kill it. I was like, I just want to have the Wurndl, and then just for the picture, put like the big sword on the end of it, and just like have it, just like leaning against the deer, just this
put the fucking Rosalie on the label,
yeah, just this massive like. Everyone's like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, is that some kind of musket? And I'm like, it's the very first ever center fire gun, actually.
Yeah.
So just for shits and giggles, I thought it was going to be funny. But then the sights are in arshins, so they're in paces. That's the problem with it. I'd have to do like conversion rates. So
fucking paces, yeah. But yeah, it's fun to like, it's fun to harvest game with surplus rifles because I've used so I started out using, well, the first deer I ever shot was with a
number 4.
No, it wasn't. It was actually a civilian. It was I think it was a Winchester Model 70 or 700 in 243.
Okay, that's not a bad gun.
Yeah. No, it was a Ruger, whatever the fuck it was, in 243.
Okay.
No. Oh my God, I fucked that up so bad. That's why I learned how to shoot rifles on. My first deer ever was harvested with a Winchester Model 700, or I'm sorry, a Remington Model 700, that had been glass bedded and fucking just everything lapped in the barrel. It was in 30-06. And I was using Remington bronze tip ammunition. They don't make that shit anymore. So I was using Remington bronze tip. That was the first deer that I ever shot. Small doe, still good meat.
Still shooting, yep.
And then after that, it was the number 4, the long branch, and killed fucking probably 5 or 6 deer with that thing over the next few years. And the best shot I ever did out deer hunting with that fucking rifle. I don't know how I did it, but the rifle made it easy. But and then after that, I hunted with the K98 and dropped deer with that. My actual German one. I dropped deer with that fucker. And then the M1 Garand. And then I hunted with an FAL one year. and it was good because like the fucking thing, my buddy missed it and like winged it, so it started panicking and running towards us, and I'm like, uh-oh. And so I had the FL and I was just like, wham, 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 until it dropped, and I'm like, okay, we're good.
Yeah, it's down.
And, yeah, because my buddy was kind of a newer hunter at that point, but like we got that, and then I used the K31 in 2016, but like I used surplus rifles, except for the very first year of deer hunting. I used surplus rifles, and it's like they work great.
Yeah, well, if it's good enough to make it through a war with all the shit it has to go through, it'll go through a couple hours of sitting still.
Right. And yeah, that's the thing, is like, it's so fucking easy to just use these things. And that's why, again, like I've ranted about this in videos and shit, but like like the concept of somebody who's not like super wealthy at all, or like they're they're working class,
Mhm.
being able to buy a surplus like rifle that was made to kill people,
And use
but
it to get
buying
food.
that for 60 to 80 bucks, okay,
Mhm.
and getting ammo for dirt cheap and being able to go and like kill deer or any kind of game you want wherever you're at,
Yep.
moose, elk, whatever, pronghorn, doesn't matter.
Mules,
Yeah, mule deer.
horses.
Yeah, sure. But like no, seriously, for somebody to like
Yeah.
be able to spend that little on a rifle and their ammo to put food on their table is fucking awesome to me. And like that's what I think it
And now
should
it's
be,
just stupid
but it's
expensive, and you
not.
could buy a cheaper fucking hunting rifle that's probably better
Right, exactly.
performance-wise
And
for
that's
next
the
to
thing is like
nothing.
that's why I'm pretty much out of the surplus game. I've got like 4 or 5 rifles on my bucket list before I die, but I'm pretty much done with surplus. Like it's not fun anymore. It's
No,
just
it's not.
so
It's a collector's market.
yeah. And it's like, yeah, I have all these guns and everything, and like, no, I'm not going to sell them because I enjoy the hell out of them, and I don't have a billion fucking things just sitting in my garage just for an investment. It's like, no, I like these guns. Like, I like
Yeah,
going out and shooting them, and that's why I'm going to keep them. But it's sad. Like the hobby's
kind of
basically
died. Yeah.
fucking dead. Yeah. So
Oh well. What do you do?
what do you do, man? Like, and I feel like a
You
boomer
pay what
going,
you're
well,
willing to
I
pay
got
for.
mine. Well, I did, but it's like, that's not right because I love the hobby more than I love people like
The chase
when,
is like half the fun.
when also it's like, I was telling somebody else like the other night, like one of the funnest things in the world is to get a group of friends together that aren't really familiar with surplus, and they're all in like this tactical shit and whatever, and what you name it,
And
and
you
you
take them
go,
out and have them shoot some
yeah,
old
hey,
school
why don't you
thing.
why don't you take this fucking LaBelle that was designed in 1886 and you stand up and you just line those sights up and squeeze the trigger at 500 yards, your first shot out of this rifle at any time
Yep.
in your life, and you
And see
see if
how
you can
awesome
hit
it is.
that. And you hear bam, ping, and you go, how fun was that? They go, this was really fucking fun.
This was
And they
awesome.
and they pussyfoot the bolt and you go, oh no, 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 no. Rack that fucker
You
like it
gotta
owes you
want it. They're
money.
like being ginger with it, like it's a
Right.
modern hunting rifle.
Right, exactly. And I'm like, rack that fucking bolt like it owes you money.
You
And
gotta
they just go,
want it.
and they're like, bam, ping. And I'm like, now you get it. And they're like, this is fucking awesome.
Yep.
And I'm like,
That's
yes.
it's great.
It's so fun, like spreading the like joy of like, yeah, it's tangible history. And like, oh, well,
Yep. I'm so
you
glad you love your AR, the most boring rifle to shoot there is, and then you could handle one of these old fucking bastards that's like 100 years old, and it's a joy to shoot.
it's so fun. And it's so
Yeah.
satisfying because it was funny because like the 8x50, 50 or 51, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the cartridge for the LaBelle, it is a very hard hitting round. And it was the hardest, like out of every round that we've ever fired at our steel targets when we were up at that farm, it was the loudest and the most immediate report.
Yep.
And they're like,
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Like,
Yep. I
they're like,
love
I
going to the
would,
range and you see everybody out there, and there's a lot of fucking young guys doing they sight in their fucking cheap hunting rifles and their ARs, and you get a lot of old boomers out there too with their fucking ARs and their like big like $1,000 scopes on them.
yeah, the massive
Yep.
ones because they're fucking blind. Yeah.
And you go out, yeah, and you go out there and you crank out, you walk up to there with the fucking M39, and everybody else has like you think a tremendous muzzle signature, but you get some spicy 7.62 by 54, and the
Yeah.
sun that comes out of the end of that barrel,
Yep.
and people are like, damn. And like, yeah, it doesn't have a muzzle brake either. It's just naturally that concussive.
Yep. And it's accurate as shit. Like, I cannot wait to get out and shoot the M28 that I got. That's gonna
Oh,
be a
that's right.
fucking
You picked one of those up too when they were
I
selling them.
dude, that was my last like big like expensive surplus purchase. I'm like, I've always wanted one.
The M28 was the best Mosin you could buy. It is.
Yeah,
It's better than the 39 because it's longer barrel.
you think so? Like, I'll have to do a
The barrel's
comparison
2
video.
inches longer. So.
Oh, also, I was talking to Henry from Nine Horror Reviews, and I was telling him about this idea that you and I had like a year or two ago, like of like testing modern weapons when it's like fucking 30 below.
Way cold out, yeah.
Yeah. And last year I kind of did that at Dave's place, and the only one that fired was the G3.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So I think we should actually do a formal video on that this year. When it's like really fucking cold and nasty and shitty.
Yep.
And we don't have to put it through like the Canadian, like dunk it in fucking snow test. It's just
drop it in water, pack snow down the barrel.
Right.
Stuff,
we don't have to do that. We can just go, all right, you and I can sit down beforehand because you like cleaning guns and I don't. We can clean them all. We can clean them evenly and oil them evenly, which is a very light film. Mm-hmm. And we can all be like, all right, these were cleaned the exact same way. They were lubed the exact same way. And, you know, we're just going to go and like test this. I think because Henry is like, please do that video.
Yep, shoot a few rounds, you know, right when we get out there. So that way they get the condensation built up, shoot a few rounds, and then flip the safety on and lean it up against something outside.
No, Devin, dude, my results last year that were not on camera were I go to fire a round.
Yeah.
And it fires one and the action doesn't cycle.
Yeah,
with the FAL, the Tavor, the M1 Garand, okay? And what the fuck else did I brought one other one. I forgot what it was. Oh, it was an AR. It was just an AR-15.
They lock up.
And I was like, they fired one round and then they just did not cycle. The G3, however, did. And so I would like to have that because Henry was like, please do that video because he's in Southern Texas.
Yeah, he can't do that. But like, I tell people that all the time. I'm like, do you know why so many people in the North carry revolvers?
Right. Yeah, it's the same
exactly
reason.
That.
Yes.
So
yeah, so we should I mean, Dave would be probably fine with that. You know, if you're watching, Dave, you're a fucking gay little troll, but like no, I mean, I'm sure Dave would be fine with that. Like we could actually just do like a formulaic as best as we can test of like, well, it's this temperature right now. We've got this much wind, which means the wind chill is this and blah, blah, blah. All the fucking atmospheric kind of conditions that we're going for. And be like, all right, these have all been cleaned the same way, lubed the same way. We're using this ammo for this one, this ammo for that one, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how they perform and just give a non-biased, like realistic version of that. That would be I think that'd be cool. Nobody else has done that. They tried to.
Most people, for one, states in the North are pretty liberal. So,
not true.
So the gun, well, you know what I mean. And like where they have like actual harsh, terrible winter, like our conditions of winter.
Well, it's Minnesota. Wisconsin and Michigan and South Dakota and North Dakota don't have those restrictions. So they could all do this too. But like, no, let's do it. Let's do it here. And
see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, because we talked about this a while back, but I was like, yeah, whatever. Maybe like who's going to want to watch that? But Henry himself was like,
there's a lot of people that can't do it or know why.
And I think somebody like Grantham or somebody did some like kind of pseudo test where it was like 20 degrees, but it's like no.
You got to get stuff works until like zero. Zero is like the point. You know,
and we're going to negative fucking 30. Yeah. We're gonna do it when it's we're gonna have to bundle up. Yeah, we're gonna have to bundle up and be like, God damn!
Well, it's a good thing you got those new winter boots coming in from Canada.
Exactly. Right? I'm gonna wear them because I'm gonna wear the mucklucks and. You know, we'll go out there and we'll do these tests, and it's only going to be a few rifles, a few rounds of ammo, but it's like, and then also
that's all you need.
Because I tried to correct the malfunction, right, and it did not work because the whole thing was frozen.
That metal and that lube, it's just bam. You'd think it's welded together.
I actually, with the FAL, like I actually hit the barrel on the ground on a stump too. I was like, bam, bam, and the bolt would just not ride forward, and I'm like, fuck.
You would swear they're welded together. And that's why everyone's like, why'd the Canadian Rangers adopt another bolt gun? I'm like, that's why.
That's why. Yes.
That's why right there.
Yes.
So the only way that gun is going to cycle is if you take it inside and you set it next to a fire and you let it sit there for an hour.
Yeah.
So
and then it'll cycle a few rounds until that.
And then you'll take it outside, you'll get 2 or 3 rounds for it, and it'll lock right up again.
Yep. So yeah, I guess, you know, I guess it just took Henry to tell me that like he wants me to make that video. I guess if he wants to see it, I guess many other people will.
Yep.
Because and then, we could probably go on a stream with him and talk about it and then throw it on the video like he does, with his accuracy reviews. And yeah, it's like, I guess, living up here has its perks. We should fucking take advantage of them.
Yep. And the best part is there'll be no mosquitoes.
Correct. Correct.
That's right. There'll be no mosquitoes.
I think, honest to God, I want to test this fucker this winter.
The source bladder?
Yeah.
They freeze, but
do they get damaged?
If you overfill them, yeah.
No, but like if you don't overfill them, it just expands.
No, then you just heat it back up and it'll melt. It'll be fine. Yeah.
Huh.
But it's like with any water container, if you fill it to the fucking max and you leave it outside, it freezes. The ice is just going to expand.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. But like, Camelbacks had that shitty, like soft, porous plastic, and it's like I don't think that it wouldn't break even if it was just 30 below and it was out there and you moved it wrong. So the bladder on this, I might just grab one to just test this winter because
that'd be cool. Yeah,
that'd be interesting. But
throw it in the freezer. You could probably do it now. Fill it full of water.
That's only 0 degrees, though. That's only 0 degrees.
That's fine. Freezing. Water only gets so cold.
Yeah, but it's a matter of how like brittle the material gets.
Yeah.
So, but it'd be fun to torture test the shit out of one of these fuckers because
the source bladders are much nicer than Camelback. I'm sorry, Correct. Camelback, but you're paying for the name when you.
Oh no, like, you are, and dude, I use a lot of Camelbacks, and they leach in fucking plastic.
They taste awful, and they're a pain in the ass to clean.
And then here's the thing: if you sweat enough, that leaches into your fucking bladder too. So you're drinking salty, sweaty, disgusting. Like it's not good. And then I was an idiot when we first got into basic. I put my fucking cleaning kit for my AR in my Camelback because we had to have that at all times. I didn't want to put it in my pocket, so I threw it in the Camelback. I had CLP leaching into the fucking water. It was disgusting. It was so bad. But I'm happy with this thing. So
all right.
Anyway,
just the mouthpiece. Here's the thing that sold me on Source was the fucking mouthpiece. It's got a 90-degree kink in it.
Right, and it's like it's a non-bite thing. Like it's you can fucking and they reduce the amount of hose because you don't need to go around to the front. You just go from here.
Yeah.
Bam.
90-degree fucking cake right there in the mouthpiece. That's what sold me right there.
Yep. It's just you can have it up here and just lean over, pop the cap off, and go. Mm-hmm. This extra because the extra hose got caught in a lot of shit when I was doing training and stuff.
Snags.
It's like it snags, and it's like, well, this you don't need that, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do an actual official review video on that thing soon.
Perfect.
Because they're fucking awesome.
They are fucking awesome. There's Rayleigh, so they better be good.
Yeah. So anyway, I think 2.5 hours is good.
That is good. I got to go to the store. I got to buy a duck, I think. Gonna roast me up a duck.
I got to go make some homemade chicken salad. Using grilled chicken breast, fucking grapes, fucking green onions, celery, a little bit of mayonnaise.
Put grapes in your chicken salad?
Yeah.
Why grapes over like other stuff? Because I've heard of like cranberries, but
well, they're not as like chewy. Like the grapes, if you just cut them right and they're like solid, they're not like soggy.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
they add the sweet and the kind of crunch texture without like overdoing it. Because texture is everything. You know that with food. Mm-hmm. And the grapes actually provide. You have to cut them. You can't just put them in their whole though. Like I cut them basically.
Oh, I assumed, yeah, but like I was just wondering why
a big grape I'll cut into 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces and then throw it in there. And then I'm gonna throw for myself. I'm gonna throw some wild rice into mine because I fucking love wild rice.
Same.
In salad, chicken salad. But anyway, I made it last night and we haven't had it in like a year and a half. And I'm like, why the fuck did we not have this?
Why have we not had chicken salad? And then it just keeps forever in the fridge. You throw it on some bread.
Oh, and it gets better every fucking day.
Oh god.
And you have to use green onions too. You can't use regular onions because green onions are just so mild and they're just fucking amazing. So anyway, I'm salivating right now because I'm gonna go make it in a little bit.
There you
go. Also I put bacon. I fry bacon up into bacon bits and throw it in there too.
Can't go wrong.
No, you can't. And it's gonna be fucking delicious. I'm gonna go start getting it ready right now.
Good. I have no food in my house, so I have to like buy food desperately.
That's not good.
I've got beer. I've got like 400 cans of beer.
That's dumb.
I shouldn't say that. I've also got like 30 jars of spicy pickles.
Yeah, Randy, I got $100 here for groceries. I got $1,400 here for liquor. And I got $6,000 if you go to bail and a couple of ship ups, Randy. You gotta be angry, ship ups. You're gonna say whatever it takes, Randy.
Well, I just bought all the Oktoberfest that I could find because I like Oktoberfest, and I'm going through the process of figuring out which one's the best one.
Märzen. That's the best style. Get Eyinger Oktoberfest Märzen.
Well, a lot of them are gone now. They switched over to the Christmas beers are already coming in, but so I got whatever I could get, and I got some good ones. I got some imported ones too.
Dude, you have to do Eyinger Oktoberfest Märzen. I've literally never met anybody that I had them try, including my grandma when she was alive, right? Yeah. I had her try it, and she didn't like beer, right?
Yeah.
And she tried it and she goes, "This is really good." And she grabbed the bottle from me.
Does that come in a bottle or like
it's a 16-ounce bottle, yeah.
Okay.
Eyinger Oktoberfest Märzen. So it's the M with the A umlaut.
Yeah.
RZEN.
Yeah, I got a lot of that style, yeah.
Yeah, the Eyinger
I don't think that particular
if you like sweet beer, the Eyinger is going to be your best bet because it is so fucking good.
Fair. So far, the one that I have that I've tried out of all the ones, because I got like 4 German ones, and then a bunch of the rest of the ones I got are like American. And the one that I liked the best was
Kugel's not that great.
No, I was not impressed by any of those. And Odell's from Colorado, I was really impressed with. That one's the leading contender so far.
So again, go to your local booze store. It's here. I'm going to send you a picture right now on Facebook.
Send me a picture because I'll probably go do that before I go buy food. So, because I got to stock up on beer, I'm getting low. I only got like 200 cans.
Well, in Oktoberfest, like if you're going to do that, that's one of the best.
That's the one to do. I'll see if I can find it because they had a lot of import stuff, but like my arms can only hold so much when I go to the liquor store.
Yeah. So this one they should have. They should have it now. Still even.
Fair, because I bought the I really liked the Spaten Oktoberfest. That one was really good.
Yeah, Spaten is a good. Yeah,
I was impressed with that actually. I was like, that's fucking delicious.
Yeah, the Franziskaner Brewery. Yeah, Spaten. I used to back in the day, like when I went to bars a lot, like in the early 2010s, I drink Spaten Optimator, and it's like the 13.5%. Fucking, it looks like you're drinking Coca-Cola.
Yep.
And that's what I used to drink. Yeah, it's delicious.
It's good though. This Spaten Oktoberfest, I was like, "Fuck, this is actually really good." So, have
you ever had Optimator?
No.
You should.
I gotta go. I don't wander over to so they have all the like beer in the coolers, and then they have like the foreign beer section. I hardly ever make it that far in the liquor store.
So Optimator, it's probably not 13%. It's probably like 7 to 9. I forgot.
Yeah,
but
it's up there though. It's over the American like 4 to 5.
And so, but it's I would advise getting a 6-pack. Do not drink more than one because like you'll get it'll like sugar sick you.
Oh, okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
It's super rich, but it tastes so fucking good.
Okay, I'll definitely take a look because I got to go get a couple more.
So did you get that picture? Yeah, you got the picture.
I did. I got it.
So yeah, that's the Oktoberfest Märzen, and it should be in like the individual like bottle. It doesn't come in a case. Or, I mean, it does,
so I got to go over to the single section. Okay.
Yeah, they don't sell it in a case unless you ask them. Be like, do you have a case of this in the back that I could buy?
Okay.
I guarantee you buy a case, you will not regret it.
Okay.
And it only comes out from September until about now. So grab a case of that, and if you don't like it, I'll find somebody who does.
All right.
Which is not hard.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure. There's a lot of beers out there that I do like, and a lot that I don't like. And I had a lot of Oktoberfest that I really didn't like. Like you said, Leinenkugel's wasn't a fan.
No, and Sam Adams is not good.
I was not a fan either.
Yeah, it's just shitty. But like, why don't you just go to the store and like get that? It should be there. I guarantee.
If they have it, I got to see if they have it first. So, because everything is like I have to get it because a distributor that carries it. Somebody in Minnesota probably carries it. But does the distributor come up here to St. Cloud is the problem. A lot of the stuff,
sure.
Like, they're like, we could try, but that distributor doesn't come up here.
So if they don't have it there, I'm almost positive that the liquor store in the town that I grew up in has it.
You'll buy a couple.
It would be worth the fucking drive for you to get it.
Come out there.
I'm not shitting you. We got to do
something together here soon, anyway. So
yeah, it's been a fucking minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been since March. So.
It's been
Uh,
since summer.
Yep. So yeah, we'll get that done. But you should definitely go out there and look for that and report back. And then when you try it, let me know what you think.
Perfect. I can do that. And I
So
got to go buy a duck and some potatoes and some other stuff.
yeah, get that roast going. Yep.
It's gonna take a while, so
Yeah, I'm gonna do one of the full roast chickens one of these days because it's getting colder out. But like it's hot today, so that's why I'm gonna grill chicken breasts and like make chicken salad. Last bastion of summer food we can have.
yep. Well, I'm just gonna roast a duck, and that's gonna be my food for work for the next couple of weeks.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, leftovers for sure.
Yep.
Um,
Bam.
but all right. Anyway, all right, we're gonna end the stream. Thanks, guys, who are still watching. Thanks, guys, for watching the
Hanging out.
auction. Some people got deals today, which was surprising. Some people got fucked, but they don't care because they're boomers.
That's fine.
They're
People,
fucking
they
tanking.
paid what they were willing to fucking pay. So
Yeah, I guess so.
capitalism, baby.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just sad that the hobby's fucking dead because of that. But hey, anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you maybe next week if we got another cool
Good
auction. Yeah, it's been cool the past couple weeks.
It has. It's been kind of nice.
So.
Surprising.
All right, guys. See you later.